one.
When it was getting dark and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to finish this thing tonight. I was getting so upset.
Oh my God.
What's going to be wild is when we see Jake like take a sip of that like 64-ounce mason jar that he has and then replay. Like, I bet he has 2. We don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I think he really does have 2.
I have to be up at 5 in the morning and work a 14-hour day tomorrow. So that's probably not in my best interest. So I'd probably even bet on that even more.
Don't miss whinging.
Do you know what podcast that you just came onto? Like, why would anyone ever agree to come onto this podcast and then say, I have to wake up at 5 in the morning?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, my son gets up about that time almost daily. So even on days off or like I don't have to work till later in the day, I mean, it's either my dog or my son. It's really who wakes us up first.
What is this comparing children directly to children and animals for you thing, Jake? Like, kids are not animals. You know that, right?
You have kids, don't you?
You don't chain your son up outside or nothing. Just checking. Well, not for long periods.
Not well. Define what a long period is, Peter.
Oh gosh.
What's the longest he's ever been in the
3-4
clubhouse?
hours?
Is the real question.
Can we just talk about?
We haven't been able to find that out yet.
Golly, can we just talk about things putting things out on the internet that stay there forever? You know, talking about chaining kids stuff. It just is.
I personally,
Look.
I just think we need to talk
just
about
crop a
some
few photos
nonsense
here and there
for a while. It's going to take me a minute to get over Gabe's Trey Sermon running back one take, so I think we should just keep talking about nonsense for a while.
Oh, I swear, bro.
This
Was
show
it
will be
behind
about
closed doors?
5
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
This show will be about
That is
5
not
different
Pulp
tangents.
Premium content, okay? Don't let this man trick you. All right. He's just big mad that I got Elijah Moore before him. Just before him.
What pick was it?
Just before him.
Like
What was it?
202.
202, 203? I don't really care. 20 whatever. 20 forever. But Peter's behind me, and I know that he wants Elijah Moore. And I thought about taking Sermon as a joke, you know. But what better joke than to almost kind of force you into taking Sermon or like that tier drop off.
Who did Peter
Oh no, I
take?
traded out.
And you trade out, right? Or trade out.
What'd you trade out for?
Almost nothing.
Do you
I
remember
think.
the deal?
Basically, yeah.
It was like, get me
He
at
was
it.
so shattered emotionally.
I do know I went to my very next league and paid a first to move up to the start of the second round. I know that much.
Peter
What
had
league is that, Gabe? Is that Trade Addicts?
that was TA7. Peter has literally DM'd me like
Oh man.
maybe
deny
one other
everything you've
time on Twitter. And no, I'm serious. Go through our history of DMs and see who hits who first. And I got a DM from you saying that you hate me after the Elijah Moore pick. It was that bad that you had to DM me for like the first time. Yeah. No, like years ago. Yeah.
Oh, years ago.
Yeah. No,
And it was the last time you sniped him in a rookie draft.
I think it was.
I hate you.
Yeah, I think it was like 2017 or 16, you know, when Pete was just under 1,000 followers, you know, just some kind of wimpy little analyst, you know. And
My last message to you was Wednesday at 5 p.m. Thank you very much.
Pete
Jay
got
Mike's
big
just
mad
like,
and slid into the DMs.
I'm looking.
It goes down in the DMs. Dang.
I hear them DMs are forever. That's what they say.
Okay, it was October 23rd, 2020, when I just said, cool. And the next message was, I hate you, by the way. Which follows a brief exchange not fit for these airways.
Yeah, we fought back and forth for aggressively.
Well, it got
hours.
I got a 2023 first round pick and Looks like that's it. I got a first round pick in 2 years for that second round pick.
Worth
Not
it.
bad.
Bad. That's not bad though.
I
That's
take
fun.
it. I did.
I wouldn't say almost nothing.
I take it. It was Terrence Marshall, so I was like, I don't know. I threatened for a while.
You couldn't do that to yourself.
I told everyone in the league chat I was going to do it in the hope I'd scare someone who likes Terrence Marshall, and it didn't happen. No one likes Terrence Marshall. Sorry, Terrence, Trevor, whatever.
Terrace.
That's how much you really
Really
don't
don't
like
hate
him.
Terrence.
I'm nervous.
really-
The last time I did that joke, it was Terry McLaurin. So I'm pretty worried, to be honest. Like, if jokes have predictive power, I'm in trouble.
Okay. Well, I guess at that point we're live. It's 9:32. 9:30. I almost said 9:32. I was reading the 2-2 Atwell comments, and I can't get 2-2.
It's
It's 9:32.
Are you acknowledging the
to-
chat already?
Look, I know. Look, Jay
Gabe's
Rich,
completely sold out to the chat.
I know. I am. I'm a phony now. J Mike's trying to turn me into a
Now he's
good,
TikTok
like-
famous, he said.
like a half decent person. I hate it, but he's trying, and I believe I have acknowledged the chat at least probably 5 times at this point. Yeah. Shout out to the WAF.
Mhm.
We got some WAF in this house.
Mhm.
Anyway, I don't know. Whatever. Hi, chat. It's live. It's Tuesday. It's the open bar. It's 9:30 Eastern ish. Heavy on that ish. Sorry. I just literally could not find a good time to press the live button. Sometimes you just have to like kind of promote the character out of our guests, because I mean, honestly, we've got a dry group tonight. We've got 4 people that just aren't really all experienced in the podcast game and just aren't all that entertaining, like whatsoever. So you kind of have to prop them up a little bit. And I get that from time to time, being a professional podcaster for about 3 to 4 years, but it is what it is. And here we are. So live, like I said. J Mike, what's good with you?
Listen, every day is a good day to grow. And like you said, sometimes even the folks who have been here before, we have to really get them to come out of their shell, similar to the cicadas that have taken over here in Cincinnati. So that's been great. There's a constant buzz around my house, and that is not a good thing. However, this is where we are. So I'm excited to be here. Happy that the cicadas are outside, not inside, that they take over my porch in the mornings and I have to reclaim it by the evening. And even picking up my daughter today, walking down the hill, and something slaps me square in the nose. And if you all know anything about cicadas, they're really grippy. They're really grippy. So
Shit.
when something smacked me in my face right under my nose, it just stuck there. And I was and I'm like looking like a crazy bucket bronco trying to get this stupid cicada off my face, and I didn't know it was a cicada until it hit the ground. And I said, "No, you didn't." And then I stomped it. I was mad.
This is the most detailed random story.
Did your daughter watch this whole thing?
Were you walking due east?
Man, I got really
No.
mad.
I hadn't even picked her up yet. I was walking down the hill, so typically it's a pretty joyous time. She runs out of the preschool and jumps into my arms, and it's a fun thing that we do every day. And today it was just she kind of ran over to me, and I just kind of half-hearted hugged her because I was still upset about this stupid
What's wrong,
cicada.
Dad?
You love me anymore, Daddy?
Meanwhile, she'll chase the cicadas, grab them by the wings, and say, "Look, Daddy, look!" And I'm just like, "No, man, I'm mad." Get that stupid thing in my face. I don't want to see them for another 17 years because it's stupid.
Yeah. Brood
So,
X in full effect. Them
Stay
cicadas
cicada,
be
ain't got to get
coming up.
cicada.
They be coming up throwing the X at you, Janeway. We
And they just kind
back.
of fly with we back, baby. Like they just kind of fly around without remorse and without regard. Like not really going anywhere. They're just kind of like, sweet, we're out of the ground. Let me just fly around and just do stuff because I've been in the ground for a while. I'm not with it. That's it.
I think there's a draft that we could come up with from that. but it's neither here nor there. Cicada season, baby. All right. Well, shoot. Oh, wait, hold on. I got something. So we've got some guests here tonight. If you were here about 2 or 3 minutes ago when I was just completely kind of demoralizing them, I was just kidding. It was a joke. I like all of these people. I like them a lot, in fact. So I'm happy that they're here, and I think they're all very good podcasters. In fact, there's one person here that is nearly acquiring the Hall of Fame jacket of sorts, because he's kind of out the game. He's kind of retiring, yet he still finds the time to be able to come in and executive produce the open bar. I don't know how he does it. Week in, week out, because we don't really make contact with him week in, week out. See, and it's just
He's
here.
like that. No matter how much you try and shake him off, he keeps coming back. Yeah,
exactly.
I got a similar friend. Who are you talking about?
This might be FF Cicada. Actually,
Oh,
it might actually be the real FF Cicada. None other than NFL Draft Talker. Now, I would love to introduce you right away, but I need to do this. I think for every single person going through this intro, let's see how long we can make it and see how great this podcast sounds when we do something like this. And just let that kind of vibe in the background and let us... Oh, shoot. There it goes. Oh, shoot. There it goes. No, we can bring it back. We'll bring it back. I'll just leave the audio. I'll leave the audio. There we go. Yeah. J Mike.
J Mike is already sick of this.
J Mike. How we doing? How we doing, J Mike?
I mean, it's just reverberating what's happening outside right now.
Yeah. So this is natural. We're in our natural habitat right now.
A natural habitat.
I have no idea how loud this is on the other end. So
National Geographic meets the open bar. It's awesome.
Anyway, Jake, FF Cicada used to be NFL Draft Talker, then became Jake Anderson FF of some sort until we finally convinced him to come back to NFL Draft Talker. For tonight, he is FF Cicada. My friend, welcome back to the open bar. How are you doing?
It feels good to be back, man. It's been too long, and all the cicada talk really, it reminds me of growing up in southern Minnesota and mowing our ginormous, I grew up on a farm, so we had a pretty big, a lot of grass to mow. I wouldn't say all that big a property, but
does everything you have to say be some sort of subtle flex? Like, I had a pretty big farm.
If you saw where I grew up,
coming
Peter,
from my small town blue roof.
If you saw where I grew up,
could you just maybe just say something?
Can I finish? Can I finish?
No, you're done.
Should I do this as I speak? Did that make you feel more comfortable, Peter? Yes or no?
It would make me feel something.
Yeah, only Peter would take me saying I'm from the tiniest little town in southern Minnesota as a flex. Like, if you saw where I grew up, you'd that's it. That's 1,000 people. But yeah, that's a huge flex.
Ooh, 1,000 people.
Beginnings.
There you go.
Anyways, I'd be mowing the lawn and we'd have the same thing with grasshoppers, and they would just be jumping all around up in my face. And so I had flashbacks when you talked about the cicadas, J Mike. And but other than that, everything is good. It's been too long. I don't miss Peter, but I do miss the rest of you.
Can also add the cicadas, since we're still here. So one of the really interesting things about them, I'm not sure if you all, I'm super well versed right now, is that when they come, so they kind of come out of their shells. After they come out of the ground, they kind of post up somewhere, and they come out of these kind of brown casings. And what's funny is they'll do it on the sides of things. And so they'll leave the shell casings looking like it's a standing bug on the side of a wall or a garbage can or whatever. but there's nothing in it. It's just a huge casing where the cicada was, but the legs and everything are still there. It's the worst. They're the worst. Maybe not worse than locusts, because locusts destroy everything. But cicadas, which number 2 garbage.
They just out here trying to function, J Mike.
No, cuz function elsewhere.
I've never seen
it's still there. It's still there on the background, right? I just want to make sure that there's
all
still
it took was cicadas, and
all it took.
J Mike's turning a new leaf now.
He turns his cicadans upside down.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, you like that one.
He was
J-Mike.
such a positive guy.
Yeah, all it took.
All it took was cicada infestation.
All right,
I don't feel like I know you anymore.
Yeah, well, on to the people change. Cicadas make people change. On to the next. We've got some other guests. That is possibly the veteran to the open bar, but a close second. And he would certainly like to be ahead of Jake as far as vets go. I'm sure. I don't know, chicken or crow, who knows? Another vet to the open bar, and you've been here in I don't know, it was like a month ago, 6 weeks ago. I don't know, way too soon. We're only allowed to have people here like once every 6 months. It's in the contract. Per Jordan, he knows what the deal is. So we'll get to that in a moment. But anyway, Peter, welcome back to the show. How are you doing?
You're talking about me. I thought you were talking about Jen or something. Otherwise, I would have answered you. Sorry. Yeah. How you doing?
I thought you'd say something else like you usually do in the chat, but no.
I already did. In the chat.
Okay,
so,
got it. Yeah. So your chat.
Look, if you want me scripted, you're gonna have to send me the script beforehand, not live instruct me. Okay. That's not how that works.
Oh, really?
Now I need you to say this. Like it just kind of ruins the natural flow of a script.
You don't a script? You think this show is scripted? You think this show?
I mean, you're the one who apparently had preset conditions and ideas about what I would and wouldn't say.
Yeah. You know what I think happens when we put the cicadas on in the background? I think everyone gets a little bit more tense when we have a conversation, and I kind of love it. So the moment that
Jen's cat is even upset about this. That's how triggering the cicadas are. I love it.
That's
I wasn't going to mention it, but you're all jumping around on my screen because the stream's gotten real laggy. I think that might be part of it.
I swear, if your cat's name is Cadence, we're gonna trip.
No, it's Beckett.
Okay. Whew.
After
so
Josh
now you're
Beckett.
talking
Josh,
to Jen.
after
Okay.
Josh. Yep. All right. Anyway,
Hold up a sign or
segues.
something.
Hey, get out of here, Pete. We're introducing a rookie to the show at this point in time. Not named Elijah Moore. Her name's Jen. Poll vote, right?
Poll vote.
Poll vote.
Like politics and vote.
Politics and vote. Poll vote. Got it.
Yeah. Hey,
love it.
Sounds good.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Thanks for
The better half of N8, and we hear that he is nearby. So shout out to Nate. But more importantly, welcome, Jen. How are you doing?
Thank you. Doing well. It's a good day. It was nice weather here in Colorado. We got out hiking yesterday, and last week of school, unfortunately. So we're just trying to figure life out from here with the 3-year-old.
That's so funny. The juxtaposition between parents and teachers about, unfortunately it's the last week of school. Whereas on the other side, like teachers are about to turn up.
Oh yeah. My cousin's a teacher and she's like, well, good luck. I'm like, thanks. Enjoy your summer.
Hate you. Yeah. Not getting invited to the next cookout.
Right.
But yeah, good to have you on. The only rookie to the open bar, but not really. I mean, you basically potted with us when Nate was here. You basically potted with us the other week. Hopefully from a comfortable position. So I feel like you're nearly a veteran. Would you think the same?
Yeah, I mean the Jens and Jeff show where I was invited on, and then got my second COVID vax and kind of wiped me out for the day. But I was there. I was watching through slitted eyes because I was exhausted. But yep, I was there.
I swear you would have had the most praise on the planet had you been on that. I mean, just because I know I've been through that second vax, and man, I was on a different planet when I woke up at 2 a.m. Like,
dude, I drank through it. That's the
Yeah.
key. Anyone who's awaiting their second round, just drink through
Damn.
it. Like that's the way to do it. Just
Just
drink
throwing it
and go
out
to
there,
bed.
but I literally felt no side effects whatsoever. Just in case you
Good.
need someone to hate, like nothing. Like just in case you're also, if you're considering dating a second vaccine, you could also experience nothing. So
Yeah, and I mean,
Throwing that
besides the exhaustion, I was fine. I mean, little arm soreness, but I never had a temperature, fever, or anything like that. I just felt like crap for.
Yep.
It was like a couple of hours, and then I think it was like 9 o'clock that night. I was like, "Hey, I'm good. Everything's fine."
And that is, do we think that could be an analytics film thing, Pete? I mean,
I think so. And
yeah.
those just tend to be built a little tougher. And that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. Like just swallowed it, didn't notice a thing.
chicken or crow, you know? Chicken or crow.
Yeah, just out here swallowing vaccines. Nothing. Like nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Just
what
out here
grinding the numbers
swallowing.
gets you, man. I mean, watch the tape if you want, but you get side effects. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Peter rolled his own vaccine and just smoked.
That's right. He did. He did. He called it Pfizer, but we don't really know. Yeah. That was a stat scene, Peter.
I lost thread of this joke. I'm just gonna nod along like
All
it's
right,
funny.
I know, it
Yeah,
looked like-
that's good, guys. Good.
It was,
good,
though.
Good joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Next
great.
guest.
Good one.
Next guest. On to the next. On to the next. Not a newcomer to the open bar, but certainly seems like one. The way that we've been treating him, just complete disrespect. I mean, we talked to dude week in, week out about new music between R&B and rap, whether it be across the pond or in the States, out of the States. Nonetheless, Jay Rich, I sincerely apologize for J Mike not inviting you back onto the show, but I'm happy to have you back. And what's up, my friend?
I'm good. Happy to be back. Like you said, long time coming. I haven't been here since, I forget who else was on the show, but it was me and Jake Trowbridge, and we did the Gilmore Girls draft, the legendary Gilmore Girls draft that will live in infamy on the Open Bar podcast. Feel free to go check that out. But I've been good. You know, I've been in lockdown for, I don't know, 200 days or something stupid like that. But that's the life of living near a big city and having politicians who are pretty stupid. So I know you guys can relate to that. So I'm sure you feel for me. But we're getting better. You know, I got my first dose. I've been feeling good, feeling encouraged. I'll get my next one, I think, in August. Like, what is that? I don't know. But, you know, we're doing better. So I'm feeling good. Happy to be on the open bar again. Thanks for having me, guys.
Wow, look at that.
Silence.
Where are you at?
Took over
Jordan?
the whole room.
What
I
I
know.
live a little outside Toronto.
Okay.
Uh,
But yeah, Toronto's been on
Canada,
lockdown
stand
for
up.
like, I think like 250 days.
Wow.
Like
Oof.
legitimately. Yeah.
that's rough, dude. We get
I haven't
to,
been on lockdown that long, but proximity doesn't really fucking help.
yeah, we now get to enter stores and liquor stores and bars, restaurants without masks. It's
Damn.
weird to say the least. I mean, to think
Yeah.
that 1 year of your life has now changed the outlook of the rest of your life is absolutely nuts. But I mean, getting used to it. Hopefully you guys get out of it soon and aren't living in fear anymore. And I do,
Yeah.
yes, Nate, I want to talk about this Gilmore Girls draft because I don't know what this is, but I do love Gilmore Girls.
Oh,
Oh, looks like we have
we need a
redraft.
V2. We need a V2. Everyone I tell about the Gilmore Girls draft, they're like jealous because I don't know anything about them and they are just like massive fans. But, you know,
It's
gotta be
cult.
there.
It's like cult. Linda turned me on to it during this whole
Yeah.
lockdown thing because it's like, what am I going to watch now? I've already watched all of the things, and everyone kept talking about Gilmore Girls, and I'm like, I guess I'll try it. If Linda says it's good, I guess it might be good. Hooked, absolutely hooked. from like beginning to end. I watched it in the shower. I watched it driving around. I was like, what's going to happen next? So I need to know this Gilmore Girls draft.
Yeah. You were on that J Rich vibe, you know,
Yep.
just working in the shower.
Yep.
Making sure you don't miss a Ray Garvin tweet.
Can't miss anything, man. You got to
No.
be on all the time. If you got to do it in the shower, you got to do it.
Yeah, man. I've got
Sorry,
like
what was that, Jordan?
perfect.
Yep,
perfect
that you
setup.
heard that right. You heard that
Sorry,
right,
I just
Peter.
zoned in right at the last second there, and
you gotta do it in the shower,
I am
that's
here
okay.
and I am present right now. I tell you that.
You got to be on it all times, my friend. All
I watched the
times.
whole of the Gilmore Girls in like a month, and then I watched it every month for about 2 years because the theme song on the DVD playlist was the only thing that made my son sleep when he was just born. So I watched a lot of Gilmore Girls that first year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great show if you just delete the main two characters. Everything else in that show is awesome.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I said it.
Do we have a debate here? Is there some sort of chicken or
Yeah,
crow
Not
thing
really.
we go with?
Everyone I've talked to about it kind of feels the same way. We like the town. We can kind of do without the Gilmore Girls.
So just get rid of Lorelai. Get rid of
Keep the
Rory.
parents. The parents are awesome.
Emily and
I
Richard
like-
are good. They can stay.
Love both of them.
Yeah.
So that's the question. So that's the question. Who? And because Nate says that you're such a big fan, and Peter, it sounds like you are also well versed. We need to at least know.
Begrudgingly so, yes.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Who's your
No, it's just
101? Who's your 101 of Gilmore Girls? If you had one pick,
Jess.
Jordan's got his. Jess, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Jess or Luke. Maybe Luke. Oh man.
Okay.
I'm sticking with
Look
Luke.
at you
Okay,
backpedaling. Look at you backpedaling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's
I
worried.
had to think about it. I had to think about it for like
She wanted to
longevity.
claim some names before anyone else can.
I think it's the cicadas.
Yeah, throw them all out there. You guys can't have any of these other players.
Okay. Peter, did you have 101?
Ooh, it is a tough question. I think Emily pretty much at the top of my list. Yep. She's pretty formidable. I enjoyed her, start to finish. Got the best arc of the series, I think, from a storytelling perspective.
And
And
Jay Rich,
Kirk
who
is
was your
just obviously the most fun.
My favorite?
pick? No, who was your pick in the draft that we had? You don't
Sue
even
Kim, I
remember, do
think?
you? Okay, yeah.
No, it was the best
Sue?
friend. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it was
yeah.
Sue Kim.
I
Oh,
was Sookie
yeah.
St. James. Yeah, I was Sookie
And I
St.
took her
James
like
101.
105. It was a steal. It was a steal.
I had no idea that actress was so funny until she got into films after that show, and she has amazing comic timing. And in that show, I was just like, the annoying best friend character. The minute she got out of that show, turns out she's got hella talent, but in that show, she just annoyed the crap out of me. I don't
There's
like
a
positive
fight
people. I
breaking
don't.
out.
I'm sorry.
Fight breaking out in the chat. Shout out to the chat here. KLB says,
Oh, please.
Sookie's 101. I'm with KLB here. Nathan says it's Luke, and then Trowbridge off the top rope. Lauren Graham 101. Stop it. So the
J-Mike,
debate
who did
rages
I
on,
pick?
Gabe.
I literally don't know. I had to Google, and then someone took my pick, so I had to like find someone else and like
Michelle.
Like-
Michelle's a strong pick. There you go. Next time it happens.
I have no
Michelle's a pretty
idea.
strong pick.
no idea.
I think I
Doesn't
remember
matter,
someone
just
took
say it.
like Grandma Gilmore and just got roasted at like
That
102.
would
Someone
be
had
Emily.
to, right? I
Yeah.
think someone did, right, J Mike? Someone took. Yeah,
I
Somebody took
literally
one of the
just did.
grandparents.
I literally just did. It just
Literally
happened.
just did.
Sadness.
All right. So we've got intros out of the way. We still
That
have
was an
cicadas.
intro?
Yeah. Well,
Fucking hell.
I know. No, what you want a pod or not? I mean,
I mean,
this is where you come to pod. This is where you come to pod. All right. I don't care about your Monday grind. All right. That's not a grind. All right. The open bar is a grind.
You love my grind.
I do love your grind. Pause.
There you go. Clip
I
it.
do love the grind. I said pause. All right. I think we're. How do we feel about the cicadas? Because I feel like they're actually inside of my ears right now. And does anyone else?
I
Does
barely
anyone else
hear
hear
them.
them still? Or are
I
they
feel
just
like it's like white noise at this point.
There's
Where
white
like
noise
I
at this
just
point?
White
Yeah.
noise.
don't
Although it did
hear-
make J Mike quit. So
it did?
probably
I
take
feel
that
like
into
I'm
account.
losing my mind with them going on in the background. So I
shut it down.
I
Shut
tried
it
I
down.
tried
Feel free.
I tried to troll it for as long as I could, but I think
Kevin,
I'm like
no.
Who's
I
literally
think I
losing it.
respected you. God damn.
Literally losing it. So there it's muted for y'all, and
Oh,
It's
sounds
so
weird.
quiet.
Actually,
Sounds
it's like,
weird.
wow. I didn't
I
understand how
barely
much I
heard
was
it
affecting
until
me.
I didn't hear it.
Until you didn't hear it, yeah.
that's what happens. They were already inside y'all's brain.
I'm gonna
That's
be
what
going to
happened.
bed to the cicadas.
I know you're gonna
J-Mac
need
was trying to hold it together so bad. Finally, he's like, I gotta go.
it.
I don't think we have cicadas in Colorado. Nate, do we have cicadas in Colorado?
I don't have
There's
any.
not a lot of bugs there.
They're
Hold
in
on,
Texas, but
He's on delay, so he'll
All
get
right.
to me in a second with his answer.
all right.
I lived in Colorado for 5 years.
Nope, we don't have
I
cicadas
loved
here.
I just feel better
Jake.
already.
Where'd
Let
you
someone
live,
else
Jake?
have something, okay?
What's that? I was just trying to talk to Jen.
I live in Colorado for 5 years.
It was the most beautiful place I'd ever lived.
It really was. It really was.
They gave me the key to the city.
No, but part of the beauty was there wasn't that many bugs. I mean, I lived up in the mountains, so it wasn't like it was a
Oh.
little bit higher altitude, but in the
Oh.
summer, not many
That thin
mosquitoes.
air must have been a real drag compared to the
Yeah,
views.
yeah. Listen to you see it now. Now you've said it. You see it, don't you, Jordan? Everything. Not everyone can handle that kind of attitude, but I was pretty high up there.
Made my training extra intense. My lungs were massive.
You know, you really just see things on a better level when you're watching the tape at thinner altitude level. That's how I got most of my skills.
Oh, you're so bitter, Peter. You're so bitter.
Man, that's it. That's the comeback. You've been out of the game too long, man.
I'm
Bitter.
definitely not quick on my toes.
What am
like
I, a
used to be.
50-year-old divorced woman? Come on, what bitter?
That's a pretty good comp, actually.
You think that hurts?
That's pretty good.
That hurts? Really? Actually, that is a pretty good comp, but not a great insult.
Similar breakout age.
True. Facts.
What does the tape say though?
I know not all of us has lived at the elevation we need to have a perspective on that, apparently.
I think we need to tell the people what the heck we're talking about for those who weren't on FF Twitter like 2 years ago, maybe, or however long ago that was. The two guests that are here tonight are entirely on purpose. It is chicken or crow. All right. It is Jake versus Howdy. And they would do a tape versus analyst bit and sorry, not a bit. It's not a joke, Peter. Well, sometimes it's a joke according to you, but as far as what Jake watches on tape. But anyway, does the analytics. He still has the podcast, and it's quite lovely. It's quite lovely. It's quite the grind, some would say. But Peter does miss Jake, in fact, and that needs to be said at some point tonight. Who knows if it'll be on air or off air during our Pulp Premium portion of the show. That's where you have to go and sign up. Patreon.com/The Open Bar for you to hear and see Peter say, I miss you, Jake. Might not be here. It might not be. And that's not our responsibility.
Still waiting for my content feed, by the way. I keep sending money to that Patreon address you give out.
Really?
And, it's weird. It's going wrong.
Oh man, see the way my bank account is set up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just keep sending it. We'll figure it out in the end. I'll just keep sending the payment. And,
Yeah.
The fine print says you can't triple stamp or double stamp. So that's it. That's it.
All right. Well, we're here to pod. Who wants to pod? Hey, J Mike. Can I need your permission for something?
Permission granted, or were you going to ask first?
You just gave a blanket blind permission there.
Blank check.
Talking about brave man.
Yeah. We've done this a few years now, or well, at least like 1 or 2 years. Maybe you remember J Mike, but I have a bingo cage, and I have a draft I have a draft lottery to figure out for a league. So if we could just do like 2 of those, provide some content for the open bar, because this is what the people are looking for. So what's not fair is like you get to talk about your trades and pump the Dynasty trade calculator all the time, plug in your values, blah, 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 get feedback and so on and so forth. But I can't do my bingo draft once a year, J Mike. I mean, is that fair?
It doesn't seem fair to me, Gabe.
Yeah, see?
Listen, I don't, you know what, man, I don't give me no gun there. Don't give me no gun there. I mean, dang.
But you know what's better than a bingo draft, J Mike?
I'd love to hear it.
Scott freaking Fish, man.
Hey.
What's going on, guys?
The FF pod crasher himself.
I need to. That needs to be my new name.
You're
FF
owning it
pod
now.
Crasher. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least a burner.
6 pod crashes in 2 weeks. It's getting fun out here. Oh man.
What was that tweet you about syrup earlier? I was hoping you would just come on and just say that directly.
Oh, that would have been good.
That is officially Scott's new thing.
It's going to be my new thing, man.
What was the phrase?
Give him. I
don't remember.
Give him the syrup, or give the people the syrup.
Give him some syrup. Give him the syrup.
Yeah, it came from a conversation about something about throwing tons and tons of data at people that they might not understand, and I'm like, it's kind of like tapping a maple tree and making maple syrup, which I grew up doing this. I've done this at my new house because we have two maple trees. Like 20 gallons of maple syrup turns into like this little bottle of syrup after you boil it all down. And I'm like, don't give people the 20 gallons. Just give them the little bottle of syrup, man. Give them the syrup. Don't throw everything at them. Boil it down for them. And it's just give them the syrup, man.
Peter, this is a direct tweet to you. Give me
I think so.
Peter.
Yeah,
it is definitely not. It also depends on your audience too, because like the radio show I'm on is like nationally syndicated, and before that I was on I had a Sirius XM show for 2 years. Your listeners to those two things are like the very casual fan, right? Like your casual player, and like I often find myself, and Paul Charchian is my co-host or the host of the radio show I do, and he consistently tells me, Scott, the players you're talking about might be a little too deep for me. Like he consistently has to reel me in because and he's right too. We do this fantasy football training camp with like 1,500 people come to watch us do the radio show, and they talk to us after. Like I talk to all these people after, and it's very true. Like the casual fan often doesn't. Our 15th round sleepers are people your casual listener doesn't really know, and so it's a thing. You got to know your audience. This Twitter community, you can go super deep and super analytic. If you get on like major shows and and casual radio shows, you got to just give them the syrup. You don't throw it like all the super detailed stuff at them.
I feel like that's an open bar.
Yeah.
We should
Is that
probably
ours
just
now?
give them the syrup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time market.
I gotta say, I think it's something entirely different every time you say it, and I'm for it because it's hilarious.
It feels like you can just use that in a lot of different avenues.
Really?
You
You
Pretty
can
ironic.
go a lot of ways with
we
it.
could have a
and,
T-shirt that says like "Give them the syrup" and like change the picture on it to a bunch of different pictures, like an interchangeable thing. Yeah, I like it. I get it.
Is that a cockatoo? What are you doing?
You just give them the syrup.
I like that you went cockatoo because my brain thought of a peacock. So like there's some
See?
kind of mind thing going on.
And I
here.
was thinking of Jake's cocktail, so there's a theme going on here.
I cannot figure it out for the life of me. Oh man.
Don't know what the connection is.
Oh man. Oh, that's great. That's
All right,
great.
are you? So Gabe, are you sticking with your bingo now, or are you putting that away?
Oh
or
yeah.
what's
Well,
that?
I don't know. I thought Scott was way more important than that. But yeah, let's do the 106 and the 105 of the GM League draft. What do y'all think about a lottery? What do we think about that? Is there an opinion on that? We can talk fantasy football kind of.
I used to do lotteries
Dynasty
for my
League?
drafts a lot. I really enjoyed it. They were very weighted. They were less weighted than the NBA draft, even though so you generally ended up about in the right order. But it adds a little bit of fun to it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it's fun. I don't know, because for the longest time we would argue in this league about well, what's the fairest way to do this? Because people can just tank and then they'll get the 101. But
why are you doing that voice though? Why are you doing that voice though? What are you saying
actually,
about fantasy players?
Well, no, it's
general.
actually just our group chat. Whenever we transition into an arguing phase, we are required to use that voice. Otherwise, we don't know if we're arguing or not. So
didn't you get the rule book?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's in
there.
I ain't got no rule book. No, I was just kind of thrown in there.
All right, the 106 guys for the GM, and I have all my I have B2, B6, B8, B14 for all these people here in the league. I'm actually in this draft, by the way. I am GMOD. I'm always in this draft. I'm really bad at this league. So, it's like what is it? 0.25 per or 0.5? I don't even know. I can't remember. Something 0.25 or 0.5 per carry. Ugh.
You just throw out a lot of numbers.
I know.
That
It's
could be
one of
almost
those.
anything.
Just give us the syrup.
Anyway,
Come on.
give him the syrup.
Yeah. Yes. Stop throwing numbers.
That
at
might
people.
be.
Give them the
I
syrup.
know that might be my
Well done,
thing
Jerry Rich.
for this stupid podcast. I talk too much, but
I like it.
anyway,
Give
here we
them
go.
the syrup.
The 106 is B14. B14, which the team name is I Am Groot. Congratulations to the 106. And we'll do the 105 right quick, and then we'll do a couple more in a little bit because this is a podcast and we're professionals.
I do like that Gabe brought up I Am Groot. Which is what is said by Groot, who is played by Vin Diesel, who is in the Fast and the Furious. So is that where we want to go now with the conversation?
Is this like 5 degrees of Gabe, or wait, connecting Gabe to all?
No,
things?
it's an inside joke, Peter. Every time I come on here, I switch the topic to Fast and the Furious in some way or shape.
Gotta be.
I'm just messing.
It's worked.
And now,
The real question is, how pumped are you for Fast 9?
ooh,
Oh, I can't even describe the level of pumped. It's through the roof, man. It's to space. I see in the previews. We're going into the stratosphere on this one. I like it.
I was alive and movie-going age the first time Fast and the Furious was a movie, and I gotta say, if you went back and told me that there would be a Fast and the Furious 9, I probably would have believed you after seeing the first one. They're like, yep, that's the way that franchise is gonna go.
Am I kicked out of the group if I've only seen one? And I think it was Tokyo Drift.
Oh wow, that is one to start with.
That's a statement right
one to
there.
start
That explains why you watched one.
Yeah. Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
That makes you an outlier, Jen.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where it was like some guy asked me out on a date in high school, and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go do that.
He did not know what he
Yeah.
was doing, did he?
And you still give me crap about it.
I'm taking to see Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Oh yeah.
So you're saying I should give it another try and start
I'm
with one
saying-
instead of 4? Because wasn't Tokyo Drift the 4th one?
I'm saying
It
Nate
was
didn't
No,
just
it was
rely
the
on
third
it.
one.
Okay.
But I do have the box
They
set
all
here.
suck.
If we want
They
to
all
get
suck.
another, I can put it on and we can all watch it
I
Can we
was
just
gonna
put it on in
say-
the background?
all night.
I was going to say, Scott, because
We
we
have-
literally talked about this on Twitter. It might have you might have just stamped your invite to, whether it be the open bar or the Scott Fishbowl FF series of watching 1 through 8 before the 9 premieres.
I
I
think we
think you
got to
just
do it.
stamped your invite.
We got to do it. And also, how am I not in the cast by now? I talk about it on enough shows. Like I feel like they should have, given me an invite or
Like a
something.
cameo.
I get
like
it.
A
I get
Matthew
it.
Berry
Right.
cameo somewhere.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
get it. Derek's trying to be Scott Fish. Scott Fish is trying to be Vin Diesel. I see. No, I see.
But by the way, I love your little bingo ball thing. I have a spinny wheel thing as well, and I'm gonna do a live show coming up in the next month or so. I don't know, where we're just gonna play games for a couple hours and give away SFB spots like crazy. I would very much like it if you came on and brought your little bingo spinning ball thing.
All right.
And we play some kind of game because we got some games lined up. They're gonna be pretty fun. We're gonna do some Laud and Thinks. We're gonna play Initials game. I don't know if you've played or heard of Initials game, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of
Initials
stuff.
game.
Yeah, what's Initials game?
Can we get a sneak peek?
Oh,
Minnesota thing.
I mean, I suppose we could play one on here. It might take a while. They generally
Sounds like
take like
something
20.
John Bosch would torture
20
me on with Dynasty Game Night.
Basically, here I'll pull one
Not
out.
bad at it.
I'll pull one out and I'll explain how it goes. We won't play though, but basically, it would
That's
take
a
too long.
tease.
So you pull out these cards and they're like you give two initials. The initials are ES for this one. Maybe that's a bad one here. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, you give the initials ES, and all of these cards have 6 clues on them. Like they're trivia, it's pop culture. And you give one clue and then the next. And whenever someone gets it, figures out who it is, whoever has ES, or let's do the initials WW. Let's say it's Walter White or something. Every clue will link you to like Breaking Bad or, Bryan Cranston. And eventually you have to guess that it's Walter White.
Mm-hmm.
So basically all you're doing is you get a set of initials and then the clues will lead you to some pop culture reference that has to do with those initials.
Okay, but I have ES already. We can do this. We can just start.
You wrote down some people that fit the ES initials.
Let's start with ES. Yeah. Okay. Played for the Broncos.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Hey, you win.
Boom.
Tell me what I win.
That's exactly how it goes. And the clues start out really tough and then they get easier and easier, So that's basically how that goes, and
That's
it's
awesome.
usually pop culture or sports or whatever. You get a pair of initials and then clue by clue, people try to guess and whoever guesses first gets the points. So we're gonna do some of that on there, which it'll be fun. It'll be fun. But I'd like to bring your bingo balls and figure out something to do with that. I'll bring my spinny wheel.
Bring your little balls.
Yeah, I'll bring my spinny wheel. You bring your bingo balls, and
Your
man,
tiny balls.
we'll give them the syrup, man. We'll give them
the syrup. We'll give them the syrup. Hey, look,
I'm just saying,
so
as a
many to
guy
sign
who
up
pays
for.
attention about 5 seconds every 10 minutes, I'm getting a lot of mixed messages from this particular podcast. I've heard pull it out, tease him, big old balls, and give him the
Small
syrup.
balls.
And I feel like I
boy.
belong here. I'm enjoying this. This is a good place. Good place. I'm going to recommend it to my
Going
friends.
down a good path.
Pause.
Peter's just making assumptions about what we've been talking about for the last 10 minutes.
Literally just quoting back to you what you said.
Have we even
no,
given away
that's
an
an assumption.
SFB spot yet? Gotta do that.
Have not. No.
All right.
We will. I don't
Have
know.
you talked
got
about
one in
Black
mind?
Box? Arguably one of the best shows out there right now.
Hey yo.
No, we haven't talked about it yet.
What show?
Did you watch this week?
It's
going
about
on?
gosh darn time.
I watched 24 minutes of it before. I had 4 podcasts to do today, so I
Damn.
watched about 24 minutes of it before jumping on a show, and I'll finish the last, I don't know, like 13 or so. I think it's like mid 30s this week. So
This one's 45.
oh
46
wow,
actually, to be
okay,
exact,
so I'm
yeah.
about halfway through it then.
Yeah, it's a long one. But Scott, when I say like you are our biggest fan and it's such an honor, I can't say any more than that. Like it's
I'm
awesome.
the biggest fan of the show.
You are
I feel
you are
like
by
everybody-
far the biggest
Who
fan of the
doesn't
show,
love
and
that
it is so awesome.
Oh man, I love that show.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, I get
You're just like,
excited
oh, I
when
love
see
it
this
so
new
much.
one.
Like you were like
Yeah.
the first big account that was like, oh, I love the show, and I was like, yes, Scott, like thank you. I worked so hard on that.
It's good. It's really good.
Must be
Yeah,
so
nice.
thank you.
Must be nice.
But yeah, that episode was a long one. When we finished it, I was like, holy shit, they're supposed to be about half an hour, but this one, Yeah, we liked it though. It was good.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was long.
It's worth it, and I like that format. I like that. I'm usually
Thank you,
really
bud.
busy, so that 30-minute format is perfect for me. But yeah, it's so worth it. It's worth 45 minutes. I'd be
Yeah.
fine if they were all 45 minutes. It's just so good.
Thank
Just
you.
at
Thank you
the
so
open
much.
bar next time.
There you go.
Oh,
Not short
man.
enough for you? Gee.
Hey,
Because we're like
I
3 or 4 black box episodes.
that's how I
It's
measure
like the whole
podcasts.
series so
Actually, I went on Yahoo Fantasy today, man. That was 2 black box episodes. Like that's how I measure time now. Is just how many black box episodes something is. Oh, my son wants to go movie. I don't know, son. That's like 3.5 black box episodes right there. I don't know that I can handle that right now.
That's how my mom used to measure time for us when we were kids. It was like, okay, this is 2. You can watch 2 episodes of He-Man, and then we're done. Or it's going to take us 2 episodes of He-Man to get to Uncle Jim's house. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I get
Something
this
you can
now.
relate to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
My
And
daughter's
that-
so bad.
And
with time.
truly, that is what Black Box is about. Things you can relate to, right?
Definitely.
Right, Jordan? Yep.
Definitely.
Bring it
Yeah,
right
it's all
back.
about honestly just like I tell people that it's an extension of mine and Ray's real conversations, like in real life. And that's kind of what makes it so authentic is that we really have those conversations in real life all the time. And so we just kind of bring it to light for people to see. And I think especially this week's, it's all about content creation and all the things we've been through, our relationship and how it all kind of came together to form Destination Devi. And I think for a lot of people that are in the industry, starting in the industry, trying to break in, there's a lot of good information there for you to just kind of check out if you want to go watch the show.
Love the
Agreed.
show, Jordan. But I would like to point out, like, if you're looking to make it, it seems to be the new thing is to make content about making content. Like, I've been
Yes.
missing out. Like, I've been doing this for 5 years, being accurate, being good. It doesn't matter. I've never made content about making content, and all my favorite shit right now is about making content, not actual content. And I just,
Yeah.
you cottoned on to the winner there. I think that's a good one.
Yeah,
Those-
it's funny the way that goes. Is like
You know what I
every-
mean?
like
Some
you
of the
said,
favorite
people,
things that I always tune
whether
in
you
on
make
are about the
content or
grind.
not, people want to know how to make it
Yeah.
and how to do a
You
good job.
gotta
with
give
it.
them the syrup.
But they don't
Peter-
always want to implement to make that happen.
It's also that parasocial thing. Like you and Ray are big things now, and people feel like they're friends with you, and so getting to see behind the
feel like
content they're
they're
not
friends
actually
with you.
watching is almost more what they want. Like I actually don't care. I just want to like chat with you, boy. You know what I mean?
You're gonna love this one because not only is it behind the scenes of people making content, this latest episode is about making content. It's like a whole bunch of levels.
Super
But-
meta.
No,
I've
it's like
I've always loved those shows as well, man. Like, and I know that like Get Real Pod is out there now with Casey.
Yeah, with
Kasem,
Casey.
and that's great. And
Shout out.
I just did that the other night. She's
yeah, that's a
awesome.
good one too.
She actually joined SFB as a fan like 5 years ago, and now she's doing stuff in the industry. I absolutely love every time I see that. But
And actually bigger than all of us. It's true. At least doper than all of us. And no, Nick on the Big Dog's Got to Eat channel.
Yes.
That's a bad
Yeah.
name, but he's been doing that
Behind
behind the business thing
behind the
forever.
business.
Mm.
Yeah, that's where I was going. Is he's been doing that? Like Matt Harmon had the Backyard Banner podcast that did that years ago. Micah James did one, and you guys probably don't even know him because he fell out of the industry about 5 or 6, 7 years ago. He did what like every year or two, 1 or 2 of those pop up where they interview analysts and get behind the analysts, and I eat it up so hard every time. I absolutely love those when they pop up. But yeah, there's been a long history of those, and I will always continue to love them.
I think it's part of the reason, like I can see it in some of my favorite podcasts, like the Dynasty Dummies. Their whole thing has always just been casual friends talking. There was always more conversation about coming
Right.
up with their ideas and actually maybe their ideas sometimes. And Zach and Kyle are always really good at that. Like, so even some of my favorite podcasts have that angle on them.
Yeah, and Kevin O'Brien had one too. Yeah, yep. I love those.
Yep.
FF Magic Man. Oh my gosh, someone does remember Micah James in the chat. Yeah, he was FF Magic Man. Yeah,
Sal's been around, man.
yeah. That's good. That's great to see. Sometimes there are a lot of people, like I've been in the industry like 16 years now, something like that. And so there are a lot of guys that have fallen away that I wonder if anyone remembers.
Ryan McDowell's in the chat.
Dang.
There you go.
Coming for your head.
Ryan
bitch.
dropping some shade. Like, Ryan, what did I do to you, man?
Wow.
I'm a member of DLF, and like everyone gets a Ryan McDowell bump and a tweet,
Oh, he
and
thought
they
you were
look at
talking
their
about you.
content, and then he jumps on the open bar to throw shade at me here. I don't know. Who else could he be talking about, really?
Actually, he texted me during the day. He's like, I think Peter's going on a show tonight. I can't podcast with you. I got to go throw shade.
Exactly. I knew it.
Yep. That's,
Also, just the casual flexes keep on rolling. Jake started the ball with his small town Iowa boy story. Look how blue collar American I am. And Scott's like, Ryan McDowell texts me on a regular basis. I mean, could we just, just choke down the egos a little bit? I mean, I'm a big deal, but you guys don't have to constantly be mentioning it.
Oh,
go now.
Peter's just happy to see
Got
other
the Monday
people
grind.
happy.
I'm just happy that someone's talking to me. Like, I've been on my own podcast by myself. The last episode was depressing me. I was just like, I don't know what to do. What do you want? And I don't know. I haven't been a solo podcast in my entire career. It's rough out here.
You know what? One of my favorite things was actually in the last week, Peter, of yours was your reaction video of watching your own video with friend of the show, CD.
Well, I love
That was
reaction
incredible.
videos, and our content really doesn't allow you to do them. And I was
No.
like, this is 3 minutes long. I can do
Yeah.
that.
Perfect. And this show is 2 hours long. So what if we
I
did
tried
a
to do it with this
reaction
show
of the reaction?
Several different times.
Oh, J Mike.
Mm.
See the science?
Mm. No, I told you once. I was watching an episode of the Open Bar, like talking about something every now and again, but I was like, yours is 3 hours long. I have something to say every 10 minutes. It came out to 6 hours long. I was like, I can't even upload this. So I quit. I'm not learning to edit for you, Gabe. I'm not.
Did you just apply to be the editor for the Open Bar live Tuesdays, 9:30 Eastern-ish?
Yes.
Perf.
I don't know how is actually what I said. I'm assuming I'm qualified with that.
I think
Yeah.
we need to find Peter a new co-host. That's what I think.
Who watches
Can we,
tape?
can we, can
Anybody
we
watch
put that
tape
out
anymore?
there? Not many.
No.
Not
Bunch of
many.
nerds
no,
out
that's
there.
for sure.
Bunch of nerds out there. Speaking of the syrup bit, I do understand a lot of bit of what that means, because for whatever reason I was invited into that group DM of the nerds. Peter, thanks.
Because you're a math teacher, you nerd.
I know, but I don't like. I know.
I need
but
someone who
just,
knows
like,
math. Okay?
I don't have the.
I don't.
have the coding and I have sort of the spreadsheets that y'all do, but I don't have the knowledge that y'all do behind the spreadsheets to be able to organize things in a certain way. Anyway, I'm in there and I peruse. I lurk. Shout out Jordan. We know you just gotta lurk sometimes.
FF lurk.
I find
FF
myself
lurk.
mostly
All
just
right.
nodding along in that group.
Exactly. No, look, yeah, it's an interesting little group to
It's
be
a
in.
little mix.
They be zooming about A's and B's and C's
You know what I
and
mean?
Z's, bro. I'm telling you what.
Just
even
use
for-
the Z-score to quantify
Yeah,
the
yeah.
quantum mechanic superflex.
Well, have you tried
Yeah,
this
just
yet?
go do that, dude. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
And
what
so
you
then they pump it out though, and then they put it out to the public, and I'm just curious how it's received to the public, because I think it's obvious to everyone in that group DM and probably a lot of the followers that they have, including you, Peter. But I would imagine that some of it is hard to navigate, just dependent on what you're actually getting at. And it could certainly. It sucks because you don't want to dumb it down, because that's not the point of analytics. It's supposed to be this thing that's supposed to be this, I don't know, not like hoity-toity higher level type of knowledge, but it's supposed to be put in a language that is just not in a language that's not easily understandable by others, but then you have to put it into a language that is understandable by others. So I always find
I know
that
what you
interesting
mean.
with the syrup.
So
someone should do it
turning
to
what
that
you were
sentence,
just trying to
for
say
example.
and actually getting
Yeah.
it out. Is that's where we're getting at with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think about a physics teacher when I went to what you would call college, but we call them different things. Anyway, years after high school, I did physics, and my physics teacher sat me down and had to explain, "You're a moron in this class," because he didn't like me anyway. And I was like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "I'm good at math. I've always enjoyed algebra." It's like, "Yeah, but you are a moron in physics." And it's not that you can't do well. It's that for whatever reason, you don't understand things the way I explain them. And I'm trying my best, but I can't hold the rest of the class up for you. We don't mix. You're a moron in this class. And that's the lowest grade I ever got, but I did stick it out through the entire thing, really, because we hated each other, and I wasn't gonna let him chase me out. But he was right. Some teachers don't mix with some people. Even though he was a good teacher for everyone else, I couldn't get what he was saying the way he said it. And then I went to another class, and it made a lot more sense. And it's not that they were a better teacher, it's that the way they explained things made more sense to me. And also, I just like to remember that physics teacher explaining to me that he couldn't hold back the entire class just because I was a moron in his class, because that motivates me on a daily basis. Because he was right, but it hurt my fifis. No, I was a straight up moron in that class, but it's true. Sometimes you just need things explained in a certain way, and it's not necessarily being better or worse at saying it. It's just sometimes that's the way the chemistry goes. And there's a lot of stuff about that when you get to the nerd side of fantasy football, because it's not hard. I understand some of it, which means everyone can understand it. You just need it explained in the right way. So if it's not Kevin, who's in the chat, and it's not Addison Hayes, who's on the DLF YouTube channel, every now and again it's me, just another moron trying to figure it out. So yeah, sometimes you just need to hear it from someone else. I think that's what you're saying, Gabe. It's not hard. You just need it said a different way.
A bit, but you are also getting better at explaining it in a different way and being able to broaden your horizon to be able to explain it to other people, because otherwise it's entirely true. I mean, I hate to say like the follower show or the numbers show or just the tweet show or your interaction show, but that it shows that you're just able to explain things to people differently. And it started from that, whether it be
and Kevin's calling me not a moron, which I take personal offense to, Kevin. But part of it is like I'm a history major.
Right.
I've always been that way inclined. Like I was okay at algebra, but the minute you brought actual numbers into it, just I'm out. That's what the physics problem was. I can understand enough, but it's just not my jam. And because I'm just another new walking through the landscape, I think sometimes that helps. Like I had to learn it without a background in it, and I think that helps out. I hope it does, but I don't know how this podcast got on to how awesome I am, but I really appreciate you all getting together to talk about it.
Flex. Could you stop flexing?
That wasn't a weird flex. You see, flex is subtle. I was actually out here actually saying it. I'm not hiding how good I think I am, Jake. I'm out here saying it.
If it's not a flex, what do you call it?
Truth.
Oh, chicken or crow.
Wow.
Chicken or crow.
Actually, I believe the term is brag or braggadocious.
Chicken or crow.
One or the other.
Spin the balls. Spin the
105?
Is that still going? I thought we were vamping.
No, we have to
had
do
that
this.
done.
This has to be finished by the end of the stream. So, I mean, the quicker that this happens,
do we get to the podcast ever? Is this a joke? Do I like it's all
no, this
introduction and we're just gonna do this thing and then it ends before we ever get to the
This is still the intro. I haven't even introduced Scott yet, so we still have to introduce Scott. All right, here we go.
Just let Gabe play with his balls. He'll be finished quick enough, then we can move on.
There you go, J Mike. You can cut that one.
That was a good one.
The 105. The 105 is B13, which is the team name Foolish Male. Foolish Male. Good job, dude.
Great team name.
Yeah.
Jake, you got another one of those cocktails. I'm out.
Jake, how is your cocktail going?
I'm resisting making
Dude, you
another one.
Oh,
so
here
hard.
we go.
You
So
shouldn't have.
hard.
Look, you were only an hour in, Jake. What were you thinking?
But listen, is
He'll give her a refill.
Is two of these worse than four regular size ones? And then Scott would probably be through two scotches of these.
I've done that
Usually,
before.
But Jake, what were you drinking?
Not my first rodeo.
Tonight.
And live to tell the tale. Look at that. Impressive.
Jake, what's in your cocktail?
It is a tequila drink, and I sliced up some jalapeno, and then I put some seltzer in there, whatever we had. I think it was like some cherry seltzer, which is huge in New York. And then I finished it off with like a sparkling grapefruit drink that my wife picks up for cocktails. And yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, that sounds delightful.
I like it. Sounds good.
I'm interested now. So the seltzer,
there was some lime juice in there as well.
Oh, gee whiz.
Obviously.
So the seltzer, was that like we're talking like the alcoholic seltzer, like
no, just regular flavored,
like
seltzer.
Perrier?
No, it's
What adult class
Come on,
do you
it's
go to, by the way?
Pellegrino.
It's a different brand, but
what
Kirkland
flavor
brand.
did you say it was?
yeah. What's that?
What flavor did you say it was? You had two
think it was
seltzers.
I
You have
think it
two
was a-
seltzers in
I
there?
think whatever seltzer we have,
Mixing
I like
seltzers.
Mixing
like-
seltzers.
I like to put a little seltzer in there because the grapefruit is a little bit too sweet, and the seltzer gives it just a little bit of that.
Jordan, you're with
carbonation.
me. I see.
What? Too sweet.
What's that?
Grapefruit?
The sparkling grapefruit drink, I feel like is a little bit sweet for a cocktail, so I only put a certain amount in there.
So what would you do with like a sparkling orange? Would it just be way too sweet?
It's not the grapefruit that the tart grapefruit that you're thinking of. It's a sparkling grapefruit drink that definitely has sugar in it. So it's not like just straight grapefruit, sparkling grapefruit. It's some kind of carbonated, grapefruit drink.
You seem a little flustered. Are we good? We all right?
I don't know. I didn't expect to have to explain this pink grapefruit drink so much.
Didn't come with my grapefruit takes lined up. What class do you all go to, and when were you all signed up, by the way? Because it seems like everyone became an adult and they all got taught about certain things, like paying bills on time and what drinks meant and how to mix drinks. And John Bosch knows a lot about beer, and everyone seems to know but me. Like, I drink whiskey and sometimes I put Coke in it. How the hell did you all learn? Like,
yeah,
What
is
this?
I was exactly with you, Peter. When Jake was describing that, I was thinking to myself, that sounds like
he's got mixology going on in there, and everyone
Like-
seems to know what he's talking about.
This is straight whiskey. I'm just a straight whiskey.
And I love whiskey. I love scotch. I love beer. I love seltzer. But in the summertime, I always like concoct the cocktails if we have like a pool party or whatever it is. So like I always make some kind of summer kind of cocktail. And I
get it.
I'm not a cook. So like my wife is a really good cook. I'm really bad. So the cocktail is like one of the things that I kind of enjoy that I feel like I do somewhat well. Like I'm not on Gabe's level of cocktails, but you know, like that's something that I do enjoy.
Does this cocktail have a name though?
No, it hasn't had a name. Last time we made these, we put some cucumber in there too, which is really good, but
refreshing.
It's nameless. It's nameless right now.
That's it.
So we could just call it the Nameless.
The Nameless.
Like I'll have two.
Should we name it right now?
Two Nameless.
I kind of
we
like
could have
nameless.
we could have a
or yeah, we could do that.
We could have a I like the name Nameless, first of all, but we could also have a draft of what
Jake Anderson cocktail surprise.
Like, no one wants that drink.
I drink a
listen, man. Just give him the syrup, man. Just give him the syrup.
Give him the syrup.
I swear,
Spice
every
this thing
show
up.
I'm going on now, I'm gonna say it. I missed some opportunities today. now that I
It's
think about it.
definitely the
We've-
show title
yeah.
for this.
Yeah, we might have taken it. Might be ours now. Sorry, Scott.
I had other
You had your
people
chance,
tweet that they
man.
were going to
You
start
lose.
using it.
It's gonna be a podcast very soon.
Yeah,
Very soon.
Yeah, really well.
give him the syrup, starring Jake Anderson,
Yeah, Peter Howard is
co-starring
not
his
in this.
cocktail surprise.
I sample syrups while I take samples of wide receivers.
Wait till you see what I can do with the grapefruit.
Again, I zoned out for a minute.
I've seen that video.
I saw that
Not
American
what you
Pie
think.
movie. Is that a real thing? I'm moving back.
Oh man.
You think that'd sting? I'm just saying. Hey, Kudo Doodle, by the way, how you doing?
What is
I
she
saw
doing in
it.
the chat? Come on on.
Yeah,
Come on,
Cooter.
Cooter.
Could you
missed
get
out on-
Zach Reed
At
on
least
here
on my
too if
screen,
we're
there's
adding
like
people?
2 empty spots here that can be filled by.
It's true, we
There's
have
2
three
spots.
more.
There's 2 more spots available.
No, I don't agree, Gabe. If you bring in 3 more people, our faces get smaller. Let's just go
Yeah.
with 2 more.
Yeah, and I didn't do
Just-
my makeup for nothing. Like
Yeah.
my face needs
Yeah.
to be seen.
Me either. I mean,
Yeah.
oh, man.
Jen, that's why we got you in the middle, so that if they have to focus on anything,
I was gonna say
Paul
something
vote.
similar. It's
Worth
a good,
it.
Paul vote,
it's a
Paul
good
vote,
job
Paul
they have
vote.
something to look at because the rest of us are
Paul
not
vote.
pulling our weight right now.
Thanks, guys.
Can we
put
make
a lot of
Jen
effort
big in
into
the
this.
middle, and then we're just like small little boxes around the corner?
I have a fe-
I mean, technically, yeah, I could do that.
Yes, let's do that. Please, open bar first. I know you rearranged the order of who you like the most during the show, but if we
He
could
does.
just
He actively
enter-
does. Actually,
He hasn't done
has
it yet.
that.
But let's get Jen just most of the screen.
I happen to know from personal experience that he can put you on the bottom. He can make you a bottom and keep you there.
Oh God! Talk about not paying
Pause.
attention.
Now
and then
you
just
do it.
hearing
You're doing
that,
it.
Peter.
You're doing it.
Jeez.
It's infectious. I don't know what to tell you. Pause.
There you go. Now you're learning. Oh shoot! Didn't mean to do that.
Cicadas are-
Yeah,
gosh,
Jay
Sure,
Mike
why
thought
not?
he was
Gosh.
safe. Jay
yeah,
Mike thought
sure.
he
Why
was
not?
safe.
I don't
for a
know.
minute.
I don't know if Scott was here for this, but
this
Thank
guy.
what? I didn't mean to. I was actually just trying to show. What do you think, Scott? Is this good content?
I think I remember when we used to talk about football around here. I just
It would be better if they were. It'd be better if they were maple trees, because give them the syrup.
oh, now we're pretty. Now we're all pretty. Oh,
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it's Jen. Oh, wait, not me. How? Here we go. There it
See,
is.
now I have
That's
to fix
what I
my
wanted.
blinds. They've been making me crazy.
Yeah. All right.
We were
Welcome
all
to-
judging you
There
the
we
second
go.
that close up came.
All right.
Welcome to the
You're
open bar.
judging-
Welcome
you
to
on
the
the
open
blinds.
bar. This is your host Jen, Paul Vote.
Oh, nice.
Did I get it?
You did.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Well done.
Is there
Well
another way
done.
to pronounce your last name that I'm unaware of?
Oh my God.
Paul Goat, but yeah.
Paul Goat, Paul Vogt, Paul
boy.
Vogt.
Fucked.
Wow.
Vogged.
I never would have thought of another way. Like,
People have never heard of
That's-
Stephen Vogt.
Right? Like if
Yeah.
you know Stephen Vogt, then you can just put POL in front of VOGT. It
It's
makes sense.
I do know the vote, but the honestly the POL
suppose
threw me
Paul
off. I
or
wasn't
Pole.
sure where to go with it.
I can
Yeah,
see-
I wasn't sure if it was Paul or Pole, basically.
Yeah,
we
I can see
we
the
do get a
Paul
lot of
poll.
polls, even from
Yeah.
people who like know us and are our friends. They'll still say
they just
Paul-
do it to
Paul
razz
Vogt.
you, though.
I mean, I don't care. It's my married name, so like
Yeah.
you can butcher it all you want.
Thanks
My
a lot,
maiden-
N8.
Thanks, Nate. who's
Jeez.
Still
sitting
waiting
over
to
there.
change it.
Hey,
Um,
Nate.
Yeah, I threatened
Nate.
to change our name back to because my maiden name is Johnson, so that's an easy one. So I threaten it all the time.
Jen
Which is-
Johnson. You have like the most.
That's a sweet
normal
name.
ever. Wow.
Mhm.
Jen Johnson
Yeah.
reporting
Jen Johnson.
live.
Yeah, yeah.
One step away from Justin
Channel
Jefferson.
7 News.
Justin Jefferson is more of a more in the mouth than Jen Johnson. Jen Johnson rolls.
Jen Johnson, just
Smooth.
anchor,
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Yep.
host of the open bar.
Host
New
of the
Yeah,
host.
so
Open Bar.
Jen, in your first
Jen,
hosting
can we
duty,
ask
what
you
do you want to
questions?
talk about? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what do I want to talk about?
Talk
already
about
hit
how much
cicadas.
Nate sucks.
Do you want to do
No.
Sounds
another
like it could be
pick?
fun.
No, Nate's the best. He does all the cooking. I never have to cook, which is good because if you've ever read any of my content, you know I cannot cook. He was the what are they called? They're when engineers.
Splendinaire.
No,
Yeah, that's right.
what is it? It's what stay-at-home moms call themselves. Nate,
Oh,
help me
domestic
out.
engineers.
Domestic engineers. Yes.
What?
Yeah.
He
I-
My
How did
girlfriend
you
tells me
know
she's gonna be a
that?
domestic engineer all the time.
yeah, he
Really?
was
All the time.
yeah, he was the
Never
domestic
heard of this.
engineer of this house until a year after I had Jackson, and then I decided I was going to stop working. So like He's amazing.
That's
he
my
does,
son's name too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson
Good name.
James. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm changing my son's middle name to James.
JJ. JJ.
I am. Like, I have the stuff
Oh.
pulled up on my phone that's like how to change my child's middle name.
You will
James.
know.
My middle name was almost James also. Almost.
James is
was
a good name.
Wow.
My name was Hunter James until I was born, and then they changed their mind on it.
Really? My name was Jason until they found out I was a girl.
And then they still debated it for a while.
Like,
I was
should
gonna
we-
say, why did they change it?
We really like it, but
We really like the name Jason, damn it.
Can we just
Yeah.
call her Jason Jen? Can we get away with
Yeah.
Jason Jen?
Yeah, definitely.
Jason Jen.
Yep.
Born.
At Jason Jen.
JJ.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jason Jen, Jen Jason, FF.
Yep.
Wherever you want to throw it. Maybe
Yeah.
an F between each the Jen and the Jason. I don't know.
Jen, Jason, James, FF. Is it too much?
Triple J.
Too much?
No.
go get that Gmail
No.
real quick.
Yep.
3JFL.
Yep.
I'm sure it'll be taken so
Yep.
fast. Get the Twitter handle, get them all.
Yeah.
Because you know.
I was a Gretchen before a Gabe. I was either Gabriel or Gretchen, and that is a weird switch. But so
Still sticking with the theme with the G's though. It's like
Hey,
Jen and
yeah.
Jason.
I
Same,
know
same.
it must have been the letter, something in the letters.
Hunter and Scott, I don't know how that lines up though.
I don't either. My son Ian, he's 8 now. When we wanted a girl, we got a boy, and we're happy, completely happy about it. But we were going to name him Alice Inez after Alice Paul and Inez Milholland, the two main women suffragists from the early 1900s. Both kids. We got 2 boys. We kept wanting a girl, just didn't happen. That's all right.
We named our daughter off of Cameron from Modern Family.
Oh,
Interesting.
good show.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good name. Are we gonna stick with this setup of the
I just want
Look at the ego. Does not like.
I just want to interview Jen
Jeez.
now. Wow. Jen, what do you think about
Some pod crasher.
Do we need to like switch this up to make sure everybody feels like their hand is held?
Yeah.
Oh no,
I'm
Sorry,
Oh, there we
sorry,
go.
sorry,
Yeah.
pod crasher. Jeez.
I'll just go dark for this
Yeah.
then.
All right.
Dude, this is a tough spot to be in. To be front and center, that's
All
hard.
right,
Look,
Jordan.
right,
What was your name if you were going to be a female? Do you know?
It was always Jordan actually, because my
I
dad
guess
just
that's-
loves Michael
Yeah,
Jordan.
It
So
flips. Yeah.
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 works. Yeah.
All right.
yeah, but I
That
have the
works.
conventional spelling, and people still spell it wrong. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like, I don't know what you're doing with your
Yeah.
life. People
Yeah.
spell it with an O. What? Why?
Instead of the A,
yeah.
if
Jordan.
anything like the
Jordan?
I or the
How
Y.
do you not default?
I get the
to
Y.
A?
I see a lot of those, but yeah,
I
that's
see the
weird.
I or the
you're,
Y.
if you're guessing, why
Yeah.
are you guessing
No.
Right.
with an
Yeah,
O?
that's weird.
Right.
That is
That is
just
weird.
where does your
maybe
mind
you could
go?
throw it. Maybe you can throw another O in there, like how you would spell door. You know.
Maybe they just don't
Like
get enough
J-O-O.
O's in their life. Oh.
Oh.
I think I think the beauty of this right now, you being full screen, Jordan, is the fact that we actually get to
Song
see
of the week.
the song of the
We
week.
see the song of the week.
I-
Yeah. Shout out
Yeah.
J. Cole, album of the year. Yep.
Album of the year, locked in.
front runner.
Mhm.
Front runner.
Mhm.
All that tells
Front
me is
runner.
that you recorded that Black
Okay.
Box episode this week because it's still the same
Yeah.
song of the week.
Yeah. Yeah,
Alright.
recorded it what, Sunday night?
Mhm.
So
All right.
But yeah.
Cicadas. Still going.
the cicadas, I don't honestly don't get rid of them.
No.
I'm starting to like them.
Kinda like
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm starting to
god.
like
J
them.
Mike, I don't know.
J-
This might
Jay, Mike, I don't know your
stay.
life. Like if I don't know the cicada life,
We're giving him the syrup, J
But-
Mike.
it's not bad.
Between
not
listen,
bad.
between Jen and Jordan, it sounds like you have a new podcast co-host lined up and ready, Gabe. So you the cicadas, Jen, Jordan, Jason, Johnson, whomever else, y'all got this.
I got I mean, it's J Rich. We already got that. J
Yep.
Rich check. You know, you can keep the chaboy.
Well, if you recall, I had to fill in for J Mike on a podcast
True.
with you
That's a good point.
because he was unavailable.
Yep.
And so they thought to themselves, who's the next best? I don't know if it's color oriented. I don't know, but they said who's next up, and apparently it was me.
I think it was who's the next swaggiest is what it was. Who's got the most swag?
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
How-
That
I
did
like Ray.
actually happen
like it.
with
That
Ray.
can't be
Did
true.
you,
No one
J-Mike?
asked. No one asked me. That can't be true. I'm sorry.
What can't be true,
Oh.
Peter?
He was
Hey,
like,
I'm on a
"Why are you
podcast.
guys like
Hey.
that? That was
All
serious."
right, we're taking over this bitch. All right. So, Tutu Atwell, best wide receiver this year or just ever?
Walked him out quick.
Damn it. Just like life. Oh, some people.
Want to try again?
No.
Try one more time.
What really upsets me is that my camera is level, but this wall is wonky, or this wall is wonky. I don't know which it is, but that is not a right angle, and it really upsets me.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I named my daughter after Iris DeMint. If we're sharing name stories, she's a singer.
All right.
Also, fun story. The firstborn male of every generation of my family is called John.
Huh. Interesting.
No explanation coming. No, I don't know why I'm not
gonna
called
do
John.
that. Yeah.
I did ask my dad once, and he said, "Well, your cousin." And I was like, "Oh yeah. My cousin's older than me, from my dad's brother." And then I realized his name's Andrew. So, don't know why they didn't think I couldn't pull off John, but there you go.
Is your middle name John?
They knew I wasn't. No.
No, you have
Neither John?
no namesake.
My-
My
My
middle name
family
is
does the
Alan,
middle
which is
name
a family name. It's a family middle name. So,
PA.
Paul
My-
Allen.
My family does the middle name thing. The firstborn male, the middle name is the dad's name. So my son's middle name is Scott. My middle name is Thomas, who is my dad. My dad's middle name is Dwayne, who is his dad, et cetera, et cetera. So we do the middle name thing.
Yeah, we do the
Now,
middle
is
name
that
thing too.
after
with
The
J.
Rock, the
Yes.
star of Fast?
Yes.
The new
my
star, like the
Yep.
star.
That
of
is
Fast
correct.
and
My
Furious.
great grandfather is Dwayne Johnson. I don't know how the math works on it. It's kind of like how the math of Dom's baby works between 7 and 8. Like it just somehow that kid aged 3 years in a year. But yeah, that's how it works. What happened to J Mike? Where'd he go?
he's right there. I can see
He's
him
here.
staring. Right
No,
there.
he's here. He's here.
He looks
Oh,
like
that
he
avatar's
looks like
tricky.
he's really concentrated on Justin Jefferson in that picture.
He's reacting to the cicadas in that picture.
He's around. Yeah.
To
Yeah.
terrorists. Well, it's I wasn't completely gonna.
All right, and the 10. What am I at? The 10.
Jesus, Gabe, just do it
104?
while we're talking.
What? No, I have to do it
Dancing
live.
in a
I have to
row.
document
No.
it. I have to document it, guys.
Yeah, he's got to do it live for like.
Yeah,
so nobody
everyone.
knows- nobody
the
thinks he's
league's
cheating.
been
Otherwise-
watching this whole
Otherwise,
time.
he has to record another video of him doing.
I am so sorry to Gabe's league. No, you should.
104.
You should feel privileged that you get to see all of us.
The 104. That's right, Scott. That's a spirit.
Yes.
The 104. Give him the syrup. 104. I can take the banner down now that it's your name is that. All right. 104.
Yeah, I changed my
104.
name on here.
104. Here we go. Come on.
Gabe.
Guys, this is huge. It is B6.
None of us know what that means.
I know. But they get the 104, and the name is The Gearing. That is kind of big news because that's
That
my
is
last
big
name,
news.
but
That is
that's
big
not
news.
me. That's actually my brother. So suck it.
This is truly a tradition unlike any other. Very masculine. The bingo open bar episode.
I think it's happened once. I keep forgetting the cicadas are on.
Twice.
I've definitely been.
We
on
don't-
The bingo is happening.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear this pod. I don't usually do that, but I kind of want to for the cicadas. I just want to hear
You are
that.
going to drive people insane, legitimately.
Are the
People that
cicadas
aren't
still
ready.
on?
They were, but I
He just turned them off.
I forgot. I didn't mean to. But people were still here. It's not like they were tired of it. They're live with us. Welcome. It's live Tuesday, 9:30 Eastern ish. That was the intro for the open bar. Now let's introduce Scott Fish.
So our outro.
Do you mind if I tweet out the StreamYard link for this?
Oh my god.
No, I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
It depends who
I don't
shows
know.
up.
Maybe that could be a game, probably.
We'll figure something out.
Isn't there actually a social media platform that's like that? It's like roulette. You just spin
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you get random people.
Yeah, we should do that. What I don't even know how to pronounce it, but because I only Omegle, is that what it's called? The one where they no one knows that Omegle, is that what it is?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
We all wait.
Well,
Try it
that's the chat roulette. I've just watched I've watched Harry Mack, freestyle rapper Harry Mack. Y'all should go and definitely watch. He's like really good at that. Like, wow. But anyway, he Omegle or Omegle, they're just called Omegle bars, and he just goes through like chat roulette, basically what Peter was talking, and then he just asks people on the other end, like, yo, can I just freestyle with y'all in a sec? Like, give me some words. And he's like incredible at it. Like really, really good. But I don't know if there's a fantasy football version of that, Peter, but if you could just be like, if you could run through on Omega and be like, could I just run through some, I don't know, vacated targets with you and see
How do you feel about a Monday grind?
How do you feel about the Monday grind?
Everyone feels a Monday grind, bro. No, I just realized there's a great way to distinguish the coolness distinction here, because you're watching freestyle rappers and I was watching a keyboardist surprise people with like the Halloween theme song during Halloween. That's how I learned about it.
I like that too. That's
feeling
funny.
pretty low about myself
You know?
right now, Gabe.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's apparently the difference in our jams. It's cool. He wore a mask and was like,
You like it when they wear a mask?
so football. Cool.
All right,
Doesn't everybody?
So I had a game for us, J Mike, but I don't know. I don't really have a game. I just like thought of something, but
Let's
I don't-
do that.
Thanks for
No.
the continual internal monologue update. That's
yeah,
good. That's good.
it's
So
ongoing.
Chatarius Atwell, best
struggle.
wide receiver this year, or best wide receiver ever? It's a different name, so you can't cancel me.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that part.
You're gonna kick me off right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having.
It's been a
Peter.
pleasure.
a pleasure.
This very slow excommunication is appreciated.
Mhm.
It's torture.
No, Atwell.
No, well. Oh, okay. Let's hit the debate. Go ahead. Debate. Chicken or crow? Huh?
Mm.
No?
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, y'all not neither of you like him.
We're not performing chickens and crows, okay? It's a natural thing, or it doesn't happen.
Weird. Oh, this is I
This
thought
is
I
much
could-
worse. Thank
I
you.
don't like this. I wanted to get a side by side somehow of just you two talking. But discussing how you don't
I think
like
J
Tutu
Mike should
Atwell
host
at
the
same
open
time.
bar from now on.
He has been.
The power
I don't think
of
you
the
understand
screen
that.
is too much.
I don't think you understand that. He has been.
This is J Mike the whole time.
I'm a has been. J Mike has been. Ooh.
Oh, I can go full screen too. Neat.
No.
No, it did. It went full. I see
No.
full screen now.
No.
Oh,
Wait, Jen needs a nickname. Is that like chicken crow? Are we sticking with the bird theme, or what is that?
Okay. So, yeah, sure. What's your analyst approach, Jen? Because I don't know if I've ever actually said this out loud, but Jake, in my mind, was, don't take offense to this, but the chicken, in the sort of
Mine too.
crossing the road as a quote unquote route. I don't know. And it's a bird and it's direct and it's and then compared to the crow, sort of brainy or whatever kind of vibe to it. That's Peter. So where are you at, Jen? Are you chicken or crow?
I think I'm neither. I feel like I'm more a peacock. I look
Yes.
at all of it. I look at it all.
Yes.
I do deep dives. I want to see everything from everybody. I want to look back 2-3 years. I want to look at differences in Who was your quarterback? Who was your backup? Who did you have in the back? Like, I want to look at it all. So I want to see it all.
You have to let Jen fly.
Yeah.
She's a peacock.
She's
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense.
Can peacocks fly? I don't know.
No,
Are they flightless birds?
I was just doing the other guys.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
I mean, someone needs to Google this. Can peacocks fly?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, I guess I'm fine with walking.
I just watched them on a Planet Earth thing though, and man, they really can. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Do the one thing peacocks are known for? Yes, they can, Gabe. Yeah. Good job.
And that's the male peacock, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mating thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a mating thing, Peter?
Isn't it all, Gabe?
Hey, this is what I do. I said, "Hey, girl, have you seen Elijah Moore's athletic profile? Shoot, are you sitting down?"
Look at all that production.
Produce.
Look at the way he dominates.
Now, what if I told you he was locked up with someone who was locked up with some sort of lord? I don't know who, but his name is Zach. Does that make you feel committed?
Bro, where did you go?
I don't know, man.
What if I told you that his mom was the main character?
Yeah, now I'm out.
Check
Now
her
I'm
out on
out.
Instagram.
What if I told you the team was actually quarterbacked by a kid from the Sunny D commercial? Because that's who he is. You get that? That is too perfect. That's who he will always be now.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, do we have any OJ? That's Zach Wilson for as long as he's in the league.
No, Mom, do we have
I
any
bet not.
Elijah?
That's what I like about breakout age. I get older, they stay the same age.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was a good one to that was a good one to roll off. Oh my god.
Jake coming in with a creepy old man reference.
I feel like just being on this show,
basic
I
abuse,
risk
creepy
being
old
talked
man
to by
now.
authorities tomorrow just for being near this show.
Just being here. Yep.
Is it true you told him to keep playing with his balls?
You know what?
And you would give him the syrup?
Bingo. Thank you.
Who are
Go ahead
you
and
giving
finish.
He's filing a
syrup
complaint.
to?
103.
Go ahead and finish, Gabe. Yes.
103.
Speed that wheel up. Let's get them going.
Come on, 103, 103, 103.
This is like
Here
waiting
we
for
go.
Jake Anderson on the clock in his own eliminator. Come on, man.
I think everyone in the chat left a long time ago. This is a show for the 7 of us.
It won't
and
get
the
it.
3
It won't
people
get. It literally
Gabe
won't
still
get
hasn't
it.
picked.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Hold up. Hold up. There it is. B8.
B9.
B8.
Be well.
B8 and B well, which is Baker's Brawlers. Baker's Brawlers.
Be-
You are the 103 in the GM league. How did I do
Be
this?
encouraged.
Guys, I'm down to the 101 and 102. This is great news. It's going to seem kind of rigged. but
Shocking.
yeah. They don't know that I've done this show 6 weeks in a row, just waiting to get that 101 pick. Thanks, J Mike, for letting me do this 6 weeks in a row.
Wait, they're not watching live?
Just waiting for me to draw another pick.
All right, 102, 101. Let's get it.
Oh, you want it now?
Yes.
Oh, you want it
J
right
Mike
now?
is tired. He wants to go to
just-
bed.
You want the syrup, J
Listen,
Mike?
just give me the syrup, bro. Stop playing. Why are you playing?
Why are you playing?
Why are you playing?
You playing?
Exactly.
Hold up.
Exactly.
Drop the gift.
Oh,
Why you playing?
I didn't mean to
Whoa.
remove J Mike. Sorry. I meant to solo him. Give me a why you playing. Come on. No. Come on. just
Why you
one
playing?
It's kind of funnier though. It's you.
That's why you play it.
Hey, do I draft Drew Lock in this eliminator or literally anyone else?
Anyone else?
Thank you.
Anyone else.
Appreciate that.
Trey
Anyone
Sermon, though,
else.
not him.
Not him.
Definitely not Trace. I got Mike Davis. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I'll take him over.
Anybody
Anyone
like Trey Sermon here? Jen? Scott?
Nah.
Even if you did, you probably wouldn't want to announce it here, it seems.
No,
Yeah.
I'm still
Because
sad about
everyone's
Drew Lock.
watching.
Oh, yeah. Denver fan. Oh.
There's that.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers or what?
I
not?
hope Aaron Rodgers gets over here. I mean, it's worked well for us in the past.
What would you give up?
What would I give up for
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers? Well, Drew Lock, first of all.
For starters.
I've got to say,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think they're hanging up at that point. So you probably need to come a little harder.
The last,
Oh, smash accept.
the last proposed trade I saw was like Teddy Bridgewater, Bradley Chubb, and 1 or 2 future firsts. It's not going to be
Not
cheap.
going to
mean,
be able to do it.
You do it.
I don't hate that. I mean, I really
didn't
don't
Matthew
hate that.
Stafford go for a couple of first-round picks?
Yeah, but no one said the Rams were an exceptional organization.
Well,
and I think they were still like
I think a
one
lot
of
of
those-
people have said they're exceptional, just not this year.
One of those first was just for the contract itself,
yeah.
at least.
Yep. A-Rod's joining the Brooklyn Nets. That's true.
Yeah, it's official.
Does any like?
All right. Shall
Like
we?
everyone's taking this
The
dead
balls?
season talk a lot more serious this year. Like Aaron Rodgers and Julio Jones are going somewhere. Does everyone forget we have these conversations every year and then nothing happens?
Yeah.
And it doesn't even matter because it's May. Like, we'll figure it out when we figure it out. Like,
Yeah.
There's nothing else going on.
it's
true.
true.
Gotta
It's,
get
just,
there
it's
first,
weird
right?
that things will just advance. Like the time's not going to stop whenever we figure out that news
No, I mean,
somehow.
Aaron Rodgers hasn't shown up for OTAs, so I mean that's a kind of a big deal. Forfeiting his $500,000 for off-season practice.
I bet he
but-
sits out if
Yeah.
he doesn't get traded. I know Scott's rooting for that as well.
I don't think he plays a snap for them this year.
I don't think so either.
Oh,
One way or the
no
other.
bias there.
No.
Scott just wants Kellen Mond to start.
Kellen
I
Mond
get
Yeah, he
season.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
exactly
does.
what
I
want.
get it.
Sick of Kirk Cousins.
I get it.
It's like Cousins, get out of here.
No
Go
one
play for the
likes
Rams.
Kirk Cousins.
All right.
On to the moon.
Go play for the
On to
49ers.
the moon.
It was a problem when Kirk Cousins went around and kicked the dog of every dog owner in Minnesota. We all
That's
hate
bad.
him apparently.
Yeah, everybody hates Kirk.
Everybody hates Kirk.
All right. What am I drawing right now? The 101 or the 102?
No, everybody hates Chris fans. Okay, cool. All
I
right.
love Everybody Hates
I-
Chris, but that was
I know, yeah.
really bad.
I hate Chris.
Julius is the
Cool.
parent I want to be, and the parent
Oh
I
my
hope that you
gosh.
are, Jay
No,
Mike.
please don't. No, stop. That's the worst. Just stop.
Julius is my.
If you ever have kids, I'm calling CPS on you immediately. Talking like
Do
that
it.
immediately.
That's $3.20 worth of milk you just wasted. Like that would be me. Get your ass to the store and go get me that $3.20 worth of milk back.
You better set milk off the ground right now.
Oh, God is my witness. I will send you back where you came from.
Unbelievable. Yeah,
Wait.
we got to pack you up for that.
Jake, did you get another drink? I didn't even see you leave.
I did too, by the way. Not that anyone
Wait.
noticed that.
You left too?
Yeah.
Am I just like so in my
No, it was when Gabe was
myself
playing
being
with
the
us.
center square that I
Yeah,
can't
it was,
see anybody else?
it was when Gabe was playing with the screens. I noticed they take the opportunity. I was like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
going to steal that idea and say it was mine, like I've always done with Jake.
It's a Marsha Brady moment.
Mhm.
Paul vote.
Sure, Jen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either. I don't like.
I do like that you've got
what a
Scott
creep.
Fish on your
Calling you
podcast
friend.
and you put him in the spot where you blank out his face every time you put up a comment. Like that seems like a smart producer like kind of decision there. You're gonna put me there now, aren't you?
Thought about it. I really did.
Did you know?
really
Like
did.
I've written about Derek in
There you
articles, and I wonder if he's ever noticed that. I feel like I've sent him messages when I have. Oh, Derek, he's a good dude.
Are we gonna get this 101 or no?
You just said
Gabe.
that publicly,
What just happened?
live on air.
Is that Nate?
We'll edit
Yeah,
it
can
out.
you guys hear him laughing?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, really obnoxious and offensive. Yeah, I think you should give it to him.
Okay, I wish I could like turn this around to watch so you guys could see him. He's like walking around the house with a Chromebook and his headphones on, just like laughing 5 seconds after the thing that we're laughing about actually happened. Like the delay is bad, man.
Open bar on tape delay. Nice.
Yo.
So at least we have one fan, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
could we
No,
just
appreciate
have Nate like recorded watching the open bar, and then we can post
And then
that
I'll do a
after?
He's
reaction
actually watching a
video to
rerun of
that.
The Office.
And then you can do a reaction video to that.
he's watching New Girl, actually.
Yes.
Oh. No.
This is the content we're here for. This is we got all we need is a clever name and we've got something.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh, I
Gabe,
like that.
are you gonna bingo ball or no?
I don't know. I was trying to ask y'all. Do you want me to pick the 101 or the 102?
Gotta pick the 101.
The
You're
101.
gonna cheat for yourself either way, so it doesn't
I'm-
matter.
Look, I've been putting on camera the whole time. I've been shaking it up. I'm not looking. I'm looking at y'all.
I think we
Like-
need to have a vote, 101 or 102.
All right, that's fair. Yeah.
Let's have a draft for each.
That's just me extending things to be a jerk.
Okay,
Look,
Peter,
J-Mike,
pull up the
it's not
numbers.
me.
What should we do? Give us,
Yeah.
grind
All
us
right,
those
chat.
numbers.
I like
All right,
Let us
chat.
know.
Get in on this. Do we draft the 101 or the 102 of this stupid draft that no one cares about?
Chad doesn't care.
No. we don't. All right. J Mike said, what'd you say? 101? Who said 101? We're doing 101. All right. 101. Here goes for the GM League draft of 2021. Woo.
I'm on the edge of my seat, personally.
Yeah, man. Oh, boy, howdy. Here we go. All right. Oh, man. This is big.
Why is Peter a bottom now?
Ooh.
I've just always been that way.
All right. Here we go. Here we
Don't
go.
judge
Here we
me.
go. Here we go. The 101 is. Oh, God. This is going to look bad.
No one knows.
B2, which is none other than
Rigged.
GOMD.
Hammer time.
It's J. Cole week, baby. It's J.
Get
Cole
off my
year,
dick.
baby. Come on.
I feel like he's got a card of those that has his name at every letter. Just
That's what. Yeah, that's
and he just
Nailed
held up
it.
the one that gave him the 101.
Nailed it.
Dang.
Trevor Lawrence here
Figured
we
me
come.
out. It's not even super flex either.
Actually, knowing Gabe, that is way too much work for Gabe to write out that many cards.
Don't care.
No, when Gabe commits to a bit, he commits to a bit. So
If it's a bit, yeah, but
so.
Yeah, I'll
How
commit to
quickly
that.
you gonna draft Jamar Chase, or gonna let him wait a while before you do it?
well, it's got the point.
It's a PPC league.
Yeah, it's got
Najee 101 for sure.
Yeah, I
So,
kind of have to. Yeah, I
How
have to
quickly
do
you gonna
Najee.
draft Jamar Chase? I mean,
I want to bet. I honestly wish that I had the 104 because then I could probably get Chase.
Oh,
deflated
no.
bingo balls.
No, because I know 101 through 103 are probably going to be just the running backs because of point per carry. in
I was
this
gonna
league.
say, is it
Dude, it's
Chase or is it
crazy.
Javonte Williams in a points per carry league?
It's-
Gabe, just offer the 101 up to the 104 guy straight up. He'll do it, man. He will do it.
Straight
You
up.
got it. No problem.
I forget what the scoring is, honestly. Let me see. Point Oh my God. Yeah. It's 0.5 points per carry.
Wow, that's insane.
That's a lot.
Whew. Yeah. 0.5.
You might even like Trey Sermon in that draft at some point.
At 101.
No, it'd be like 301.
You take it back, Jake Nicole Anderson.
Oh, speaking of, I meant to, Scott, did you want to
Speaking
give
of Jake Nicole Anderson?
Someone
that made you
noticed.
think of
Appreciate
that?
it.
It just made me think of middle
noticed.
names. It made me think of middle names. I was wondering if anyone wanted to come up with a middle name for Scott to win a spot in the Scott Fish Bowl. I don't know. What do you
A
think?
middle name. My middle name is the. Clearly, give him the syrup.
All right.
I mean, it's on the screen, Gabe.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that.
How do you pronounce the first name? No, I feel like it needs to have some sort of like Creole accent.
Yeah.
Like, Yum the syrup.
I think that is ours now, J Mike.
I don't know though. It's a very Minnesota Canadian thing, the whole syrup thing. So maybe
true.
not.
It's true.
That's Jake. I'm sure he was raised on a Creole alligator farm at some point.
Scott beat Rice.
Yeah, beat rice. Yeah, whoa.
Or Beatrice.
Beatrice.
No, it's beat
Sure
Rice.
says beat rice.
He's pretty sure saying
Right.
Okay,
that I.
Okay,
Right.
Jen, with your fictional names. That's clearly beat right.
Beatrice, what is that? No, it's very clearly beat Rice.
Look, guys, he tried his best. But Michael did not achieve the level of
Mike.
success we hope for him.
Mike, come
Give
on.
him the
Give it back
scissor.
to us like phonetically, not beat rice. Beatrice. Beatrice. Phonetically spell it out, please.
No,
I mean, beat
Scott
up.
beat
would
it's
have
a
been
Jerry
better.
Rice reference. Is what it's clearly.
Scott Broussard fish.
Yeah,
Scott Vontae Macfish.
I took him 101 in my home league draft last year.
Vontae Mac.
What, no matter what, man. I did it. I have a picture of it. I tweeted the picture of it. Vontae Mac, no matter what.
I didn't get a chance to watch draft day before the draft, and I'm still shook up about it.
Wow, you've changed.
Yeah.
I'm a professional playhouse builder now.
Golf has changed you, man.
What is Peter trying to win here?
I know what you're talking about.
Anonymous.
That's anonymous.
Peter Howard, anonymous.
Scott Thibodeau. Scott Thibodeau.
Thibodeau fish.
Yeah.
Thibodeau fish.
Thib.
Thibodeau fish.
These are so bad. I need to rescind this potential SFP invite. These are so bad.
Gertrude. Oh, man.
In fact, anyone in the chat, I'm taking away your invite.
Oh,
Run, Chad, run. Save
you
yourself.
answered. You were taken
So
away.
Bring
bad
everyone
out there.
down.
Can we officially say that Peter's not invited to the Scott Fish Bowl now?
I've been waiting for it, I'll be honest.
People in the
It
YouTube
was,
chat.
it was only a
reporting their
matter
own-
of time.
I put
reporting
my
their own
cursor on the
messages
bad
as spam.
button when he started talking to Seattle. Getting close.
Candace Fish.
Oh man.
Oh, Candace. Yeah, it's been a name these days.
Y'all, I don't even know where y'all coming up with half of these, man.
Scott, I don't know, man. I don't know. We didn't
I
really
haven't
have a
gotten
bit.
one yet.
Do you want me to do something with? Do you want me to do something with cicadas instead? I don't know. I could probably come up with something.
I almost think you need to give it away next week at this point.
Yeah. Just have to roll it
I don't
over.
know. There was we really didn't hit much of a stride this week. We just kind of kept rolling
Gee,
the lottery.
I wonder what could have caused that. Have we done the 102 yet, Gabe?
One fish, two.
Oh,
I thoroughly enjoyed this podcast. I mean,
How, Scott, give him the syrups. Not even in there yet.
You don't even need the D, Jay. You just need the GOM.
Oh, just give him the fish.
Get off my fish.
Oh, man.
I'm done with y'all, man.
Get off my fish.
That's so oh my gosh.
I know Scott says you can't change your team name in SFB, but
That's gonna be one of them.
GOMF.
All right, I'm done. That's crazy.
He's tapped.
That's crazy.
That's a wrap,
tapped.
everyone. Thanks for coming out tonight.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
All right.
Did the podcast start yet? I want to know.
Are we done with
Yes.
intros yet?
I'm
Yes.
actually
In
hanging
fact,
out
the-
in the background.
In
here.
fact, the intros just ended, and now we're doing outros. So
Oh man,
I knew
you
it.
guys!
I
A
knew
couple
it.
weeks
I saw
ago,
it
I had
coming.
the best outro.
God, I swear, if you do it
I
again.
Yeah,
I did bars for these guys.
there's got to be another one.
I wrote down some bars and I did them for these guys a couple weeks ago. It was awesome.
Yeah. It was really, really. Awesome.
I feel like I've seen this before from you,
Yeah,
Scott.
I don't want to be set up again. Look,
No,
I've
not
also
said
got
it-
some bars.
I'm
and
pretty
out.
sure Scott and J Mike are doing a duet before Scott signs out.
yeah.
Oh man.
Rap title.
Um.
Just work. Give him the fish. Just
All right, we'll give
throwing
him.
it out there.
We'll give him a little bit of fantasy analysis, J Mike, for the outros, just a little bit, because that's what this show's all about. You got to wait till the end to get what you actually came.
You gotta get through it.
It's a cicada draft, right? And it's purely just what'd you say, J Mike? They're in the.
So we're drafting things that only have sex once every 17 years. Is
That's the
that-
thing that we're drafting.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
But did you guys hear the
Time to
unfortunate-
brood.
Did you guys hear the unfortunate?
I am brood.
So the cicadas this year, apparently their genitalia is falling off.
Oh no.
And so they can't even do what they're supposed to be doing, but they really, really want to. Just like keep it a little vague here, a little appropriate. But it's like the worst death I could possibly ever imagine. Like they're just clean falling,
It's a lot of
falling
sadness.
off.
My
A lot
pet's
of sadness.
genitalia is falling off.
Love-
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you'd
Sad.
buzz
What
all
am I
day
meant
too
to
if
do with that
was your-
information?
that was your reality.
I think I'm changing the draft now. So because we have to stay
No,
relevant
Gabe.
with
Oh
the
my
current
God.
we have to stay relevant with the current cicada age.
I'm not. We're good.
Cicada age. With what is your 2021 cicada? Who is going to fall off, quote unquote, fall off? If you're living in podcast form, we're talking about cicadas. This is what they sound like, and this is them basically in pain. They're losing whatever it is.
Genitalia everywhere.
Yeah, just that's actually the sound. People don't know that. People don't know that about the sound of cicadas. It's just them constantly losing their genitalia. So
Cicada GOMG. Oh God.
I wish you had a compilation of every time
J Mike, did you check
got
for
stood up and left.
cicada genitalia on your face?
That's fair. Fair question. So our draft is who's your fall off? Shout out to J. Cole. Who is your fall off this year for 2021? Hyping him up. Who's your cicada genitalia fall off? And you have to word it as such. Who is your cicada genitalia fall off? In some way, shape, or form. Pause. So where do we start? We start where we began. We're going to keep the cicadas in the background because that's the vibe. We have to, because it's a cicada draft of sorts. And Jake, We're going to start with you, my friend, because you are our EP. Truly, if anyone, potentially, really, the 101. I would think that it's kind of like, you roll credits on the open bar, J Mike, FF Man Bun, executive produced by NFL Draft Talker. So we would have to start with you. And what is your cicada genitalia fall off?
That introduction was really good, by the way. I would say my cicada genitalia fall off would be Jonathan Taylor, because I think he's getting too much love, and I know JJ Zachariason just talked about this on one of his podcasts about, David Montgomery gets a lot of hate for the last 5-6 weeks of the schedule last year, and that he dominated and was a beast, and he wasn't as good beforehand. But Jonathan Taylor did something similar. He was bad for the first 10 games of the season, and then he blew up. So I think Jonathan Taylor is my cicada genitalia fall off player for this season.
Wasn't there every rookie running back last year, though? Do you hate them all?
I don't, because I don't think they're getting as much love as JT is.
He's certainly the highest at this point, that's for sure.
Give me Cam Akers over JT. Boom, boom.
Uh-oh.
But isn't he a second round pick now too?
I don't know.
That's a lot of love. I'm asking because I've honestly been asking people, and
no awkward silence, just cicadas.
No, really. It helps. It helps those gaps. It does. Yeah.
Kind of does.
Could I get that? Could I get that track?
Does anybody have redraft ADP of Jonathan Taylor versus Cam Akers?
I don't know. Redraft ADP? Let's see here. Yeah. I think I did have the running backs pulled up recently. Here, yeah. Jonathan Taylor's 107. And where's Cam Akers? Oh, 203. So
second round. It's still a lot low, man.
All right. 102.
And the 102 I forget the order. I got to move them back so I can get the order right. Here we go. Peter.
Yes, sir.
Peter, my friend. What is your cicada genitalia fall off of 2021?
Jonathan Taylor, because almost every sophomore running back this year. That's why I was asking. I think they were all overhyped since they were, kind of disappointed in significant ways last year. But honestly, I think my cicada genitalia fall off for 2021 is offensive production in general. We just came off the back of 2021 when the defenses were on the back foot because of what a weird year it is. We had 5 teams with 40 passing touchdowns or more, and we expect that, and we're not going to get it. So I think in general, points are going to be harder to find. Ceilings are going to be a little lower. Just throw a wet blanket on all of that.
All right.
Also, Justin Jefferson.
That's out of character.
Whoa. You watch your dirty mouth, Pedro. You don't come in this house speaking those man's words.
Yeah. What are you gonna call out Kenneth
Peter.
Dixon next? You wouldn't.
Ban Peter Howard. No.
You wouldn't dare.
Ban Peter Howard. Hey man, I can take it. Bring all the hate. I don't care.
Reason. Justin Jefferson hate.
That's fair. I will say I was one of the highest coming into him on that year. So right, and again, I'm right again. He just had way too of an amazing season. Even being great, you can't keep that up. And speaking of schedule, Justin Jefferson had one of the easiest schedules last year that we now know after the fact. Before the fact, we can't really know those things. But Justin Jefferson benefited from a similar thing that we're just talking about with David Montgomery and Jonathan Taylor. But again, no one talks about it.
But we knew he had a pretty tough schedule being a rookie wide receiver, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's
tough.
amazing. I don't not like him. I just don't expect him.
No, it sounds
to
like you hate him.
literally go to the okay.
1,400 yards in 14 games doesn't seem that good.
Yeah,
you hate Peter. It's cool.
As a rookie, that doesn't seem good.
Yeah, I said that was bad. That's what I said.
Yep.
That's
103.
I appreciate you clarifying
Clearing that up.
Oh, neither of you gave your outro though. Of
That's true.
like, where people find
No
you and all
plugs.
those good things. Jake, nothing.
Jake, I guess
That's your name. Keep going.
I do have a plug, even though I'm kind of out of the FF realm. Scott Fishbowl is on the horizon, and our very small part of that has been the SFB Avi Makers. So we are starting to work on all of that stuff, and we've assembled a really amazing crew. I mean, I always say like I'm a kindergarten graphics type of person, and we have really legit professional, really special, talented graphic people that have joined that group. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing the Avies that are going to be created in the next several months. So that's my outro.
Pedro?
He's out.
Really glad.
So-
Yeah, I don't have an outro. I guess I'll say check out at FF_Spaceman on Twitter. He's got a Patreon, really cool database you can check out, and also the brand new favorite podcast of mine, Petite Pods from Koodoodle. Those are the things that I would like to pump. Also, John Bosch and the FC Eliminator series. Just check out all of that because donations are still rolling in. We're still finding new ways of betting and forcing people to take different players at amazingly crazy ADPs, and it all helps. So please check out John Bosch and the hashtag FC Eliminators.
Yeah, wholeheartedly agree with that. What are they at? Over 21,000?
30 over 30.
Over
30,
31,000. Yeah. Sorry, I said the wrong digit to start.
And I think half of that was for making me draft a kicker in the first round, but I'm sure someone else had something to do with it as well.
Yeah.
Since I just promised to do that without any donations. Yeah.
Hero.
Yeah. It sounded like a good idea at the time, but I got to tell you.
PA Hero-Rowdy.
Well, I should have raised some money on it, probably. I just thought it would be funny, and it was not.
Was not.
So weird.
I mean, I laughed, but that's a different thing.
Peter,
I thought I was going
still-
somewhere with
you're
that,
still
and
not
it
muted.
just no, I just died. Nasty death.
All right.
Scott,
Hey, you don't do the segues on this spot. Jen, you
Yes.
are the 103. Well, unless you don't want to, then you can pass it off to Scott. That's totally fine. But I would like to know, who is your cicada genitalia fall off for the 2021 season?
I mean, I guess probably Josh Jacobs. I mean, if Gruden trusted him more, I don't think they would have signed Drake. So, I mean, I just don't see. And he pulled so many stunts last year. Like, I'm kind of over him. I mean, he's been available and kind of just over him, you know?
It appears to be descending that way. Or
Is that
definitely
a
could be.
division rival bias
Oh,
chiming in?
I mean,
Oh.
maybe.
Yes.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
Javonte
Javonte.
Williams, RB1 overall, calling my
is
shot.
anyone high on the Raiders anywhere? Like,
I like Darren Waller. He's pretty
Darren
good.
Waller's like my 101
pretty neat.
tight ends.
Pretty good.
okay.
Mhm.
I saw someone. I was actually on a show that someone made the case that Gordon could be a cut casualty this offseason, still before the season, in part to make room for Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
I wouldn't
Oh,
put it
shit.
past the Broncos. I wouldn't.
Well, they're the ones that drafted
They're gonna
Javante,
miss
right?
Philip Lindsay for that
And
one.
they,
Because I've
they
noticed
got Mike
he's-
Boone. Mike Boone
he's-
too.
He's really
yeah, they got Mike
underprotected
Boone.
right now.
All right.
What's his
Everyone's-
ADP right now, Javante, and say Superflex? Does anybody know?
1-0.
Yeah, I can look it up.
He's like, he
9,
goes pretty
8.
late, actually.
Oh, in rookie drafts?
I've
or-
seen him go like
109?
11 Superflex drafts.
Yeah, he's low.
Really?
And like I said, the projections I've been checking out, making my own, no one thinks he's a starting running back, and I really don't see a good
Oh,
reason.
no, yeah, that's true. He is. Oh, yeah, Superflex. He's definitely like,
Javante
Yeah.
over ETN.
I don't hate it. Mainly because he killed
Close.
James Robinson.
yeah.
EAs matter.
I'm pretty upset about that too, Pete.
I'm very mad.
Yeah. All
I
right.
hate Urban Meyer now. That's not a thing I knew about myself till that happened.
And just imagine if he drafted Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, when you
I'm
have
fine with you
Laviska-
screwing with your own roster. Just don't screw with mine. You know?
Jen, were you just blocking your cat butthole?
I was.
Yep. That's
was.
that's
It's
podding
rude.
right
It's-
there.
It's rude to show your butthole
That's podding right
on
there.
screen. Yeah.
He's going
Where else?
60th
Where else
overall.
can you get this? You know.
I just read it was like an article 2 days ago, I think it was, about this 5th grader in some state who did a study about cat assholes touching every surface of your house. So he and his mom put bright red lipstick on 2 of their cats' assholes.
Oh man.
Basically waited for the smudges to show up. Didn't show up anywhere.
Huh.
Did not show up anywhere. So cat assholes do not show
Myth
up.
busted.
Or yeah, they don't like touch all the surfaces in your house. I mean, soft
Interesting.
surfaces,
I
they
mean,
say yes.
They
but
show up, but they're not.
Coincidentally, that's
little
why J
smudgy.
Mike turns off his cameras because he doesn't want his butthole to show. So he keeps turning off his
Jen.
camera when he.
I
gotta
so
say,
want that to be your Avi of you just like covering your cat's asshole.
Here he's back again. So bad.
So
He's
funny.
very rude. Very rude cat.
All right.
Of all the reasons to hate cats, it just hit 101. Because
Yeah.
even though you were talking about how it's disproven, I now firmly believe it with a passion.
Yeah.
No, I'll send you the article.
No, that's the article that disproved it. I don't want that. I don't want none of that.
Jen, do you have anything to plug?
Obviously at Petite Pods or just Petite Pods and at Cooter Doodle because she's amazing. Weenus together. I am a columnist and the managing editor and business manager for IBT Media, and we pump out lifestyle and fantasy content. So you get a little bit of both. You get a little bit of the person and a little bit of the football. So loving that, and we're killing it right now. We're exploding. We're adding a ton of new writers and editors and tons of new content. We've got something coming out every day of the week besides Sunday coming up here. So check us out. We're at IBT_media at in -betweenmedia.com. So we're all over the place.
Love it.
Good place to be. It's all
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, we're everywhere. Cat assholes everywhere.
Cat assholes everywhere. Or not. Well, no, you don't want to be a cat asshole.
We don't want to be a cat asshole.
No, because they're not everywhere. All
Right.
right.
That should be part of the logo now. Like the
Yeah.
in between the hyphen should be the cat
Yeah.
butthole. Like
Just like a balloon knot.
It sounds
and
like a
balloon
mission.
knot.
It sounds like a mission statement to me.
Yeah.
Get out of here, cat. God.
Not a cat asshole.
the cat's like, wait, did they want me to come back on?
I'm sorry, the more you talk about it,
Did
the
you
more
say
aggressive he becomes
cat
around your
asshole?
microphone. I'm just saying. They know what we're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jordan, do you have anything to follow up with cat assholes along with cicadas and their genitalia and the fall off and the 2021 player that comps to that fall.
Scott's being robbed right now. If you could work that in.
Wow, what a dip out of the pod. Wow, impressive.
Good luck, Jordan. By the way, this is we're all waiting to see how you weave all that together.
So
Better be good.
My car alarm. So we're being alerted about this player. There's been the signs that something bad is going to happen, right? Now, when you factor in cicadas falling off, what usually falls off? Players in old age. So it's got to be somebody old, right? Somebody's been around.
You now. Just throwing that out there.
Now, we're not ageist, but we don't love old running backs.
Young people.
Now, this running back isn't old, but Aaron Jones is going to fall off when his quarterback goes to a different team.
Gabe, my mute button's not working. It's not making him shut up. He's going to talk about AJ Dillon's ass next. Watch him.
Now,
cut him up.
I'm not trying to say AJ Dillon's going to take over.
That's exactly what you're trying to say.
Aaron Jones is not going to score 15 touchdowns without Aaron Rodgers playing.
Look, he's already got the Green Bay Packers out to get him. He doesn't need you piling on top, Jordan. And I was respectfully quiet through everyone else's outro, and I just realized how I'm going to shut up.
He is my cicada genitalia fall off player for 2021.
I like it.
Aaron Jones.
Nice.
Of course you do, Jake. Of course you do.
I don't hate it. I was
Makes
trying to
a lot of sense.
I was trying to sell him last season. All right.
I've been wrong twice on this. Listen to me. That's what you're saying. Cool.
Yes. I did sell Derrick Henry last year too, thinking the Descendants was coming, but I guess not. I guess he just gets to run 2,000 yards every season forever. It's fun. All right.
That is what has been decreed.
Yeah.
Thank
Scott.
God.
Yo.
Cat's butthole.
How do you feel about it?
How do you feel about it, first of all? And then second of all, cicadas, their genitalia.
Yeah.
That's
actually what happened. A bunch of cicada genitalia fell on my
I knew it. I knew it was a cicada.
So I knew it.
By the way, I went on NFL Fantasy last week and Yahoo Fantasy today. They don't mention like genitalia or buttholes ever. Like this is
Why?
Has this all been a very clever troll by Jen?
Do they have listeners?
Because I
don't know, but man, like
I'm trying to liven this thing up. Like this has been so boring. I've got to throw something in here.
Oh, man.
Come here, kitty.
And you know what livens stuff up except talk about dicks falling off. That's just guaranteed liveliness.
Not
right there.
just dicks. Not just dicks.
In fact,
that's true. Not just dicks.
All of them.
They're so buttoned up. The NFL Fantasy like clip that they put out of me, like I talk about Ryan Fitzpatrick and De'Ami Brown and throwing up DGAF balls, and they muted the F part of DGAF balls. Like
So these podcasts
It
are
wasn't
very
already
similar.
muted enough.
They wouldn't even let me abbreviate DG.
Well, you're not even going to get any of those here.
I get it though. That's they got it's a thing.
We have to censor our own stuff here. That's why I had Jen do the. I actually privately DM'd her. I was like, "Could you put your hand up and cover your cat's butthole?"
I mean,
If it's not too much,
I can go watch.
I would really appreciate it.
Post production is just going to be a mess.
If I have to follow that cat's butthole,
Oh, sounds like a new open bar T-shirt with the butthole being the O.
Open butthole.
We've
It's
already
open
had
I
the
think the
initial.
funniest thing so far is the idea Gabe's gonna do work. That's funny.
I only do it for a bit, man.
That's it. Like, there's so many things that you could create an app, like a freemium app where like you have a hand and you have to move it across the screen, covering the butthole. Like
That sounds like the project Gabe is up for, though.
that's a lot of stuff you can do.
I might just have a
Gabe is gonna
screensaver next week of a cat butthole, just like going in all the corners, and people have to like.
And everyone's got to group together and work to...
It's everywhere. So many cat buttholes.
Oh boy.
Oh my lord. Oh man.
That was Gabe's game all along.
It's been a 4-year
Jen, that was
grind
so
to get
funny.
here, but we're here now.
Yeah, so my cicada genitalia falling off would be Peter Howard's
Hey, whoa!
prediction-
We
prediction
not end the
for
sentence
Justin
there like
Jefferson. Yeah. No, I was gonna say Josh Jacobs before Jen stole it there. So thanks for letting me go last here. Aaron Jones, I like that one too. I guess maybe even though I absolutely love him, I think Chase Claypool's touchdown production is not going to come to that degree there.
Nice.
That's just a little ridiculous. Yeah.
Tank is ADP.
Juju Smith Schuster forever. Scott said it in the podcast.
Oh yeah, no, actually, I went on a show this week that I'm like, all three of those wide receivers, their prices are a little high for me for Dynasty, just because Ben was not good last year, and he might be worse this year. And then what do we have? Mason Rudolph for a rookie, or Dwayne Haskins or something? Like
Insane Dwayne.
Oh man,
I love it.
No, but I actually the guy I really agreed with was Josh Jacobs. I just don't like that situation at all. I think he's in for a rude awakening, and a lot of his points came in a couple games last year. He had a couple big games, and a lot of them came in those. I just don't think that's going to happen this year. Yeah, I'm just whatever. Follow these people. Whatever I do, I don't care. Just follow Jordan. Go watch Black Box. Subscribe. Like smash that. That's how you do it, right, Jordan?
Smash it. Yeah.
Subscribe
Smash
button.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Smash it. The subscribe button on Destination Devi so you can catch up on the Black Box episodes and all the stuff there. Follow FF Man Bun and J Mike and the Open Bar and all the stuff they do, and Jake and Peter and Jen, In Between Media. Follow all these guys' stuff. That's what you should do.
And sign up for Scott Fishbowl.
Yeah.
There's enough
Fish
signups.
roll 22 signups rolling out, I'm assuming.
Yeah. What wave are we
You're
on?
on that already, right, Scott?
Yeah, how many-
How many waves are there? That's what
I
I'm
got-
really want to know.
I gotta send out more invites. Yeah, I gotta do that one of these days. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Is there
right now.
is there an approximate number of teams that the SFB will be this year? Do you know? Approximate? What was it last year? What was the number last year?
1440. And it's gonna be-
1440.
It'll be larger.
It's
Yeah,
more
it'll
than
be
that.
larger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let
We've
me get
You
over
heard it
here
here
2K
first.
mark.
We've already invited like 11
Yeah.
or 1,200 people.
Yeah. I figured. All right. More than 1440. That's big,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it'll be bigger than that. Yeah.
That's great.
It's a lot of work.
Indeed.
It's worth it.
I mean,
It's
it
worth it
doesn't
for what it
sound like
does.
it, but just
Not just like the charity side. Yeah.
Just
No, I was just going to point out, it doesn't sound like it for anyone who might not have heard Scott before. But he's very excited about that. It's just, it's just also a lot of work.
Yes.
He's in the middle of it. It is an exciting thing. He's just very tired.
He does
right now.
actually love it though.
Does actually.
I mean,
it's good.
it's worth it. I mean, not just the charity aspect, but it connects so many people. And there's so many people that did not even do fantasy content or stuff before they joined the Fishbowl, and then they meet new people, and then they go on shows and they start doing articles, and they get involved with and even people who have these little groups of friends, they get thrown in divisions or draft pick spots with other people, and they meet new people, and it's just a big networking community event, and that's a huge part of it too. So it's worth it when you boil it down, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah, can I just
I
drop a line while we're
personally-
here? Ryan Reynolds, can you put me in Ryan Reynolds' league if he plays this year? 'Cause
Is
I'd
he
like
in
that.
it this year? I mean,
No.
there are celebrities, but
Yeah.
There are
I don't
definitely
think Ryan
James
Reynolds-
Roday is
Yeah.
one of the ones that interests me.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll let him know
Hey,
that.
Nate,
Nate must have went
What's
to
the
bed.
Nate,
Shoot your shot,
Morning,
Jen.
Nate.
Nate's gonna hear this 5
I
seconds
do like
later.
you have hall pass, James. Behind you. Like I was wondering what that was.
Hold on, let me go grab my card. I've got it laminated.
No, I can confirm there's at least everyone who's been in every division of mine that no longer talks to me because of Scott Fishbowl. They got to know me and now they don't talk to me. It really does let you know who you.
It connects people sometimes together,
and they learn
some-
who to.
sometimes against someone.
No. More people should learn that lesson, Scott. I
Your
think it's doing a valuable
11 team
job.
division, the 11 teams from your division 2 years ago, still band together and talk about you.
Yeah, I'm blocked. I'm blocked, entirely blocked. It's fun. No, it's good. It's good.
They have something to connect about, Peter.
Yeah.
That's the main
And I
thing.
personally have 28 other enemies now that I hate with a passion. So, no, that's fun too. Yeah.
You're like Steve Buscemi with your list.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that but crazier. Just that but crazier. No, it's pretty
So
awesome.
Jen puts lipstick on her cat's butthole while Peter puts lipstick on his lips after crossing names off the list. Got it.
Yeah,
That's actually how the
that
lips. No, that's no.
The lips thing is from Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Yes.
Steve Buscemi in the list.
Yep.
Yeah. Just
Wait,
to clear my name for the people who can't see
Oh,
anything.
for the
They're just
listeners.
listening. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I was there. I was there for the Billy Madison bit. I'll always be there for that one.
Always.
J Mike, hey man, I know. Look, if you want me to take your what are we drafting? Cicada genitalia. If you want me to take it, you want me to take it. You want the cicada genitalia, J Mike.
Give him the syrup.
Do it, J. Mike.
Give him the syrup, J Mike.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody who's listening to us in podcast form, wherever that may be, and to our guests. Jen, fantastic having the better half of the Paul Vogt family. No, but seriously, thank you for joining us. Thank you for
Soon to be the only half if she gets in that league we were just talking about.
No.
I know a guy.
Just no.
I mean, just throwing it out there, I'd leave Nate for almost anyone. So I'm with you, Jen. I am Team Jen, taking your side in the
Team
divorce.
Johnson.
Yeah. Team Johnson.
Team Johnson, Team Jason,
Jason Johnson over here.
Jason Jen Johnson. Jay Rich, appreciate you, brother.
Nate doesn't know where I live or anything, does he?
I don't think so.
Good,
But he's very resourceful.
Peter could take Jen's last name. Then he'd be Peter Johnson, and that. Oh.
Mm.
No.
I wasn't
Okay.
saying I'm going to marry Jen. I was saying I'm supporting her marrying anyone else. No one deserves this. No one deserves this.
I don't hear Nate laughing in the background anymore for this.
Aww.
Buddy.
Dang, Nate.
Love you, Nate.
Well,
love
then
Nate.
I missed my mark, Nate. If it wasn't clear, I've been trying to actively harm you for 2 hours now. I thought my podcast game had gone up, but apparently my messages are still getting mixed. I don't know. I'll do better for you next time, Nate. Don't worry.
Appreciate you, Pete. Jake, thanks for coming back through. Taking some time out of your busy Q school schedule to remember the little people down here at the open bar. We appreciate you. Scott, thanks for coming through. Give him the syrup. That's probably going to end up on a shirt. It really
It
will.
has to.
Can we get it on a Scott
At this
on the
point.
FFB shirt?
That'd be
Yeah, talk we can.
This is
SFB
SFB
11.
Give him
Give him the
syrup.
syrup.
Special edition.
Give him the syrup.
Hey, I'm
Gotcha.
actually wearing a Scott Fishbowl shirt. Look at that.
Hey.
There you go.
Just
I'm,
like
I'm
a
wearing,
syrup
I'm wearing a
drip.
1 of 1 Scott Fishbowl shirt.
Oh, look.
Oh.
So got a little
Flex on 'em.
a goat and a fish.
Subtweet.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Subtweet
Only
Gabe.
one.
I love it. So I don't even know what I was gonna say. Sorry. Let me just stop talking because I'm toast. Kicking it to my main man, host with the most bungee, genius the MC, hashtag FF Cicada, hashtag FF and Bingo was his name. Hashtag FF give him the syrup, Hashtag FFB14. FF drip drip drip.
All right.
FF fees. FF Omega Lol. And lastly, FF Cicada GOMG on Twitter at FF Man Bun. Mr. Gearing, if you nasty. Gabe, take us home.
Jeez, man, you really cooked up a list. What do we talk about tonight?
Mostly private parts of different kinds of animals. That's the weird truth.
That's what I was getting.
And
to.
comparing animals to kids when Jake got involved.
Yeah, that was Jake's thing, right? What was with that? Hey, Jake.
That was Jake's intro.
That was a feature.
Tying up our children outside like dogs.
But not for too long.
Not for too long. That's the key.
But we don't know what too long means.
No, we don't. We never got there.
No. I feel like poor Jake's falling asleep. He's got to wake up at 5 a.m., man.
I know.
drank
We
a
got to get
really
out of
big
here.
cocktail.
All right. Cicada, genitalia, fall off. What? You know what? I'm just going to give it to Trey Sermon. I know you just got to the league, but like you gone. Elijah, come on up. All right. That's our and look, hey, the what is this?
I don't know.
It sounded like
Sorry.
Titanic music or
Is that
something.
It
part of
is. It's the Titanic. I have this really fancy, stupid clock that my mom gave me when I was 18, and I try to mute it before it actually comes on. The batteries are dead, so it used to do this on the hour every hour, and now it's just a guessing game. So we've got Titanic.
I feel
over
like
here.
everything in your house is trying to get a guest spot on this podcast. Everything.
Yeah, but it's not just Titanic. It's like it's a small world. There's like 12 or 18
Yeah.
songs it loops through.
Yeah,
got
and Peter's going to be all over you about flexing about your fancy clock.
Yep.
my
Jake.
fancy clock.
Not everyone's you. All right. Like
That gives me hope.
All right. There goes the
You
cicadas.
see your clock in the back of your room there. That's a nice clock.
Hey, it's the same one
can see your what?
that Jen has.
Quite
I
the,
just muted it like I wish I could mute Peter.
quite the clock.
Hey,
All right.
Jake.
Here. This is in case anyone's still listening, in case anyone decided to get
Hey,
a
everyone stopped listening about an hour ago.
yeah,
Come on
I
now.
know. Oh, I know. But in the event
Round
that they
about the time
signed
the
up
cat
for,
asshole conversation
I know.
started.
This
People
is
were
probably-
I'm not getting any fantasy.
no one
comment,
understands
man.
that this was the peak of the show. The moment that Jen started doing this, it's like, man, I gotta run it back and look through all of that footage because that was really, really good. Anyway, if you signed up for SFB ish or with the code ish or promo code ish or whatever the case may be, check this out. J Mike made me do it. We got the ish. We're getting ish with it. All right. We got the digital, the analog, the analog again. I don't know. They're all there.
Now I have to buy another shirt.
No, you don't
I
have
mean,
to buy them. No. I'm just no. Don't buy them. I'm saying they're being given away for free if you signed up for ish. So congratulations to you if you already did that. If you didn't, bummer, dude. So that's the open bar. That was
my heart,
it.
Gabe.
We did it again. Tuesday, 9:30 Eastern-ish. We're doing it again next week. All right. I promise. At least I promise. We got the cat butthole app coming out this week. All right. We got give him the syrup coming out this week. We got a lot of things coming out this next week. So follow us, the Open Bar Pod, J Mike Check, FF Man Bun, all these fancy folks that came and kicked it with us tonight. Very much love to all of you in the chat. It's been a good time. I'm gonna put my drink up. I'm gonna say a little, hey, thanks. Well, thanks. That was to you. One of these. That was for you, right there. In podcast form. You don't really get it as much because you weren't here with us live, but thanks anyway. Until next week, though. Until next week. Do I still have the cicadas or is that just me? Yep, that's just me. They were still.
J Mike's
They're
drinking straight
killing me.
vodka. That
They are
looks like
killing
straight
me.
vodka.
They're inside of my brain now. We can't, J Mike, never mention cicadas again. And I won't try and troll again as a bit. I'm sorry. Until next week. I have to even say the real thing. I'm so messed up.